didn't Paula was sick. I
Yeah,
kept looking at that. I'm like, that's raw.
that's clean.
Yeah, it's super clean. Yeah, I like that right there. What's that right there? That
That's
Mussolini
the
featuring Jimmy Waters and Alexis. I saying it right, Alexis Ray.
Alexis Ray. Yeah, she been on some hooks for other people, Alexis Ray,
Yeah,
but
that hook was fire.
Moose is dope, man.
Yeah,
Song's called East to West.
mm-hmm.
Big shouts to Moose.
Yeah. Big shout out.
Yeah,
That's
hey man.
raw. That was my first time hearing that track. I actually liked it a lot. Actually. Oh yeah.
I had a feeling you would kind of dig it. Something
Yeah.
new, a little
Yeah.
different. Fits a
I
little
like
with
that.
the
Yeah.
theme of what we got going on in the
Mm-hmm.
topics. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So had to connect four.
I like that. I like that.
Get that.
This is Ink T to the G, and I'm here with my mans, Dose Definitely, Richter. I was actually trying to figure out what episode is this one now.
Trey 7.
Nah, we just climbing, man. We climbing, man. Trey 7, man. Block Giants, man. Episode 37, man. Thank you for tuning in with us. We have a healthy pod for you guys today. The world has been very busy this week, actually, hasn't it? Yeah, very busy.
It was hot everywhere, outside and
Oh yeah, oh sure,
everywhere.
yeah.
It's just all kinds of hot.
And you know when it's hot though, people start acting different, acting crazy. Crazy things start happening, and
100%.
this week was definitely on on brand for that phrase. It's crazy. Like so many things, man. It's like, man, I just want to, man. Let's get the sad stuff out the way first, though. So we can really get in our bag. So I just want to start off by saying, rest in peace, Shannon Doherty. I don't know if you guys were a huge 90210 fan or if you guys ever saw Charmed. I did. I was a big fan. She was 53 years old and she passed due to breast cancer. And a fight she's been fighting for, I want to say, 10 years plus. So just prayers and thoughts and healing energy for the family on that. Great actress, good human being. I heard on and off screen. So like I said, prayers and healing energy for the family. Yeah, you have anything you want to say about the beautiful Miss Shannon Doherty?
I don't really know much about her. I know she was on 90210. I missed
Brenda.
all that. Yeah, my wife is a huge 90210 fan, so this hit hard for her because I want to say the last 3 months, man, 90210 has been on in the living room just playing all the time. So definitely kind of hit her, but she knew that she'd been battling this, and so I do recognize that Shannon is a source of strength for women because she was public about her battle and everything. So, big up, shout out, RIP to her. But I ain't really got nothing personal to say because I just kind of missed her whole thing. But big up, shout out, RIP.
Oh, okay. Next we got unfortunately
right. Unfortunately, we got to say next.
I know. Like yeah, exactly. I'm like it's kind of like when you be on Facebook. Never mind, you don't be on Facebook, or if you be on any other app though, any other space or whatever you want to call it, and they're like, my brother died or passed, and then like they're showing pictures at the funeral. Like, am I supposed to like the picture? Like, I'm not happy. I'm like happy about this. Like, I'm like, you look good, but I don't know what I got. Yeah, I'm mixed on that. I just be like,
that's a tough one, man.
I just be like prayers in the comments. I don't know. Bro.
Prayer
yeah. Next, unfortunately, on the sad ish is actually we got our first Mandela effect to ever pass. That's crazy. Richard Simmons. He passed at the age of 79, and from what was reported was natural causes. Now, I don't know how natural it is. Like I don't know if it's Matthew Perry natural or really natural. Like I don't know. But they didn't really say too much about it. But so far, the family hasn't said anything. So far, what they said is it's natural death at 79. He passed away peacefully, and if that's the case, that's a beautiful way to go at your home peacefully. But like I said, I just wanted to. I thought it was interesting though that was one of the first. Actually, the first Mandela effect that I've actually noticed that passed. I don't know if you're familiar with him being known for the Mandela effect.
Not at all, man. What's up with that? Give me a quick little rundown. You ain't got to get deep, but
yeah. Well, I'm saying you're familiar with Mandela effects, right?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, Mandela effect is a theory where it became a theory because people believed some people on the planet believe that Nelson Mandela died in prison, and he wasn't released and married his wife and got divorced and all that. So people started noticing discrepancies in the world, and they started calling them Mandela effects. And one of those Mandela effects was Richard Simmons they said he never had a headband when he did his fitness route run. And a lot of people remember it distinctly differently, that he actually did have a headband. He was actually famous for that headband. And I'm one of those people. So anyway, it's a Mandela effect. I just thought it was interesting, though. That's the first time I've actually seen somebody who's a Mandela effect like actually pass away. So anyway, prayers. I heard he was a good human being anyway. Prayers and healing energy for the family. And yeah, that's all I had to say about that.
Yeah, man. Positive person. Love that he could laugh at himself and have a good time. I think being a celebrity in the time he was, not a lot of people did that and did that well, and he did that like really well. And he always was pushing a good message. Seen a little negativity bleak out here and there, kind of towards the end, but who's to say as you get older and the world changes, you can't always stay super positive. But he was a beacon of positivity for many. And just want to say R.I.P. I was watching a clip of him on Whose Line Is It Anyways? Oh man, just the fact that he's just comfortable just in comedy and just he's not even a comedian. Like that dude he's just great energy, man. So yeah, he's definitely gonna be missed. R.I.P. and hope his family and friends are my condolences. I give my condolences to y'all. So
Definitely.
sad.
All right. Yeah, I know, right? It was funny too because he did come out in that time during the In Living Color era, Weird Al Yankovic, the Howard Stern era, and I remember like that time when like he was the butt of a lot of jokes, and he always just took it in stride and kept getting his money, like you know what I'm saying. So that's the best way to do it. Excuse me.
Yep.
And I thought it was dope, but legend, man, legend. I just want to go ahead.
R.I.P. man.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know if you want to just go ahead and get started with the, you know what I mean, the elephant in the room, you know, and just get it out the way because it's news everywhere. I didn't know if you wanted to go ahead and, because I kind of wanted your thoughts about it, because I've been staying away from the whole.
Was that a pun? I think you're doing a pun.
Yeah,
the elephant.
I know, yeah. I thought you might have caught that.
I'm making sure. I just was like, oh.
Yeah, okay. I thought you might have caught that. Yeah. But, yeah. Oh, come on.
I'm just playing this time. It was too easy.
Oh, come on. No, I'm just saying, because, you know, I've been staying away from the whole election, the running. I just been, but this one, I mean, it's national news. It's world news. So world news. Yeah. So I had to we have to speak about the assassination attempt that was attempted on presidential nominee Donald Trump. And I just want to start off by asking, did you watch the rally at all? Itself.
The rally you're asking, or are you asking?
Or the clip.
Okay, there we go. So asking me to see the rally is a little different than the clip. I'm not watching that rally. I did see the clip for sure. Kind of hard not to if you kind of at least go on some kind of platform here and there. But saw the clip. Man, I don't know, man. Where you want to start with this? Because
there are so many places to start or segue. It's I mean, first off, thoughts. Like initial thoughts when you see it.
First thoughts is I'm glad he's okay. I'm glad he's gonna pull through. You know, good energy to his family and supporters around him, real close. Hopefully they can just, you know, they're keeping their head high and strong. But that's like first initial thoughts, really. Yeah, what'd you think when you first saw it? Just give me your initial. We'll walk through phase by phase. You know what I mean?
I don't think we need to do phase by phase. Like,
Why
I wasn't all emotional.
This is a big deal. No, not about emotions. Just meaning like the process. Like when you first seen it, you was like, and then I want to talk about maybe. I'm sure you rewatched it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
oh okay. You meant bar by. Oh yeah, okay.
Like we're gonna go through the whole thing. I don't want to just.
Okay,
the whole story and then start from the beginning on you, and you know what I mean.
We'll
walk through it together. Yeah.
All right, for sure.
So first reaction.
My first reaction when I saw it, I was like, "Oh snap!" Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, "Yo," and then when he popped up, I was like, "Oh, he finna milk this." Like,
he couldn't where he is.
He finna. Like that was. But as soon as he popped up, I was like, "Yo, I don't know." That was my first initial reaction. But then I was happy. Like I said, I was happy that he was okay. He's healthy. Just purely on the fact that like, who is Biden gonna run against? Like, we need a healthy election, at least two evils. Like, you know what I mean? Like, two evils, not just like, you know what I mean. We have to have two evils. Like, you know what I mean. So, or three. Like, you know what I mean. At least something where we have to toggle.
We've been on this pod saying we need at least three, but
Yeah.
to have two and lose one, that's going the wrong way. So
we ain't got no alternates. Like, and how does that work too? Like, yeah, well, how does that work if the president? Yeah, I don't know. That's a different question for another time.
Yeah,
that's a different time.
A big monster because you got party funds and all that. Like, that's a whole. Who knows, man?
but yeah, my initial reaction. So like I said, I watched it real quick. I was like, ooh, let me put it on the dock. So okay, cool. Put it on the dock. Went through my day. You know what I mean? Because nobody has time to really focus on it. Like I didn't really care like that. I was busy handling things in my day. So then, so you know how the internet works. So I'm just minding my business and boo 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 boo. So pretty much the internet gave me the play-by-play, and all the news outlets. They gave me the breakdown, the slow motion, the criticisms, the skeptics. This is all the shooter, I'm like, okay, cool. Now I got to take my time and dissect it. But but like I said, I really went back and watched that footage a lot. Like,
same.
That's really because, like I said, like it's good to always, you know, hear from sources. But that's what they just are. They're sources, and I don't like when people take the sources and use it as fact. Because sometimes people pepper their opinion inside the source. Like, you know, what I mean, I can tell when people shift their thinking more towards, like, you know what I mean, they subconsciously get you with the title, and they subconsciously get you with the, you know what I mean, just little ways. So that's why I always been a firm believer in like libraries, like, you know what I mean, then it's like just the book, like, but yeah, like I was saying, I watched the video itself because, and I watched it slow motion, you know what I mean, a few, like I want to say at least a good 20 to 25, 30 times. Like I watched it a lot of times because like the biggest thing that was just striking to me was,
what was that?
In 2024, like this person can get this close enough to get a shot like that, like close to the president or presidential nominee, like that's interesting. Also, what was interesting was, was this like the second string of the CIA? I don't know why. You know what I mean? Was this like they A squad? Like I don't know, because like all this hand up and it was looking real.
Secret Service.
What would I say? CIA?
Yeah, you said CIA.
Yeah, that's different. Yeah, my bad. Secret Service. Yeah, my bad. Secret Service. My bad. I don't even throw no shit on CIA.
Just making
sure. Because CIA would probably did their thing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, my bad. Secret Service. Yeah, I don't want to talk too much about them personally. Like I'm saying, like, you know what I mean. But they was looking real second stringish out there. Like I didn't expect that type of movement. Like hand, like this. They was voguing. Like it was weird. I don't know. I expected more from our government. Like, you know what I mean? Just at least for the president, you know what I mean, nominee. Like, I don't know. I thought there would have been like a trap door or something underneath that you just fall down and like, you know, something like, you know what I mean? Something like I mean, get Michael Bay on the case. Like, for real. Like, I don't understand. Like I don't know. I just thought that was very just odd to me. Like, I don't know. That was just very big to me. And then I started reading. But yeah, what did you think about that part right there itself?
Part?
Yeah, for sure.
I kind of was with you on that. Just like, not really the voguing. Like, I feel he had to do some dumb shit because Trump wasn't trying to like get down. He was, you know, he's just like, like Periscope. So it's just like, yo, what can I ain't got no metal shield. So homeboy's like, you gonna shoot my hand, which a bullet's gonna go through your hand to his head.
Right.
Man. But hey,
the attempt, I guess, was there.
Tensions are heightened. Shit's mad. Props to you for just trying to do whatever you can. But I just don't feel Trump was helping.
No.
And I'm not gonna put all this on Trump because when homeboy threw his shoes at Bush, remember that? Fam, dude came up to like Secret Service came up to Bush and Bush was like, no, it's cool. Like so we've seen when presidents try to shoo off people doing their job, right? So I'm not gonna like try to like add on because I've seen a lot of people doing that online, like, oh, Trump, blah blah blah. But I mean, he feels like he's the man. If you're the president, ex-president, you're gonna feel you got that power. But getting a shoe thrown at you is a little different than getting shot at. I'm gonna just say that. And so the shooing off of the Secret Service and to try to like make your moment, I didn't like it. I didn't think Trump helped himself in that regard, just in terms of safety. Of course, on the politics and the optics of everything, that's different. But in terms of safety, he wasn't really helping himself. And homeboys had to just make shift. It's like 2 fumbles in a play. You can't run no play. We just improv. Like, homeboy dropped the ball, picked it up, boom, got popped, dropped the ball again. There's no play for this. Like,
yeah, they
ain't in no game scenario.
Yeah, there's the back lateral the whole time.
Yeah, you flea flicking all day. So
yeah, for sure.
So for me, I'm like, I ain't gonna like bash on him for that. Just because we've seen a precedents, no pun intended, of that with Bush and everybody. But I just thought it was interesting how, like, I guess the biggest glaring thing for me was all that shit was popping off and nobody was moving. And I've been in some shootouts. And people scramble, fam.
Yeah.
People at least get low.
I always have to get low. Yeah. Yeah, you especially. Yeah, you especially.
Always gotta get low.
Yeah.
Giraffe mode. But
yeah, you can't hide behind nothing.
Trust me. I've tried. So, and that's the part for me. I was like, why is like nobody at all, like,
not one person in the crowd. I saw that.
Everybody back there is just like,
they was looking at Trump the whole time. Everybody was looking at the stage.
Like, they're looking at the stage, they're looking around like.
I guess everybody was like, he definitely ain't here for me.
Waiting for Kid Rock to pop up or something, right? And I'm like, I don't know what's popping here. So that was the weirdest thing to me, just because I've been in some crowds, I've been at some parties, shots rang off. It's cockroach time. Like,
yeah.
Woo,
yeah.
Like,
yeah. It's time to get little.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, very aware.
So for having those experiences, unfortunately, I looked at that thing a little differently. And that for me was just the weirdest part of the whole thing.
What state was that in?
Pennsylvania, I think.
I think you're right.
Yeah, somewhere in Pennsylvania.
You're right.
So for me, that was the weirdest thing.
Right.
And I didn't hear no intercom, like, everyone be calm. I didn't hear any of that.
None of that.
And this wasn't an
emergency
NRA
procedures.
Rally.
Like, yeah.
This wasn't no NRA rally where we know all these people are used to guns.
Right.
And they know where the sniper shots are because they're in the gun. Like, this wasn't one of them kind of things. Right. This is just a president-elect rally. So, of course, there's some NRA people in there, but come on, like, that's just, I was like, whoa, like, everybody's chill. So what did you think when you saw people just chilling? Because I know, pretty sure you've been around when some things
have, yeah. When I saw that, my initial reaction was, okay, well, I noticed at first, so my initial reaction was, that's what people who are not this do. Like, you know what I mean? Like, 9 times out of 10.
Some of the parties I've been to.
Like, their reflexes are too slow when it comes to situations like that. Like, but then that's my initial reaction. Like, that's my snap decision reaction. And then, like I said, and then things, I don't know. Things aren't adding up about this whole, not adding up at all. Like, just, the math ain't mathing. Like, yeah, right? It's a supersymmetry. Like, it's a supersymmetry.
Like, you could talk me into this making sense, but initially it don't make sense. Right. like, you know what I mean? It's like,
right. Did you see that? Did you see that? I'm sorry. Did you see that? Weinstein. Weinstein, Rogan.
Eric Weinstein.
Yeah.
I didn't get to watch the whole thing. I watched like a couple clips here.
I just watched the clips where he was just like, "Yo, stop calling it super."
I saw that one. He was mad. It's like joke. It's like someone being naked doing a rear naked choke, saying it's a rear naked choke. And I was like, okay, that was bad too, dog. Like, you're not helping right now.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's what happens when you're in 2 different fields talking about what you don't know. Like, metaphor ain't hidden. It's not giving what you think is given.
Every MMA person was like,
cringe. Yeah, for sure. Big cringe. But that video though, like I said, that math wasn't mathing, man. It was like a super symmetry. Like, and they just randomly had the response shooters just right there who responded within like a third of a trillisecond or whatever the hell they said, and the dude.
I'm like, shots.
but the initial shots.
Or just in general, like they're in like gunfire. Like there was a few
No,
different kind of.
I think there was 4 shots at Trump, and then but when the first shot was fired at Trump, there was already return fire being fired at the shooter, like immediately. Like that's why the shooter didn't make it nowhere. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
so it was like it all doesn't make sense. Like how's yo? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just don't know snipers school. Like you telling me that you tell me okay. Let me just get the first one out the way.
Yeah.
So I just want to know: is it humanly possible for a sniper bullet to be fired and a person to hear it and respond back to that with that initial firing within less than a second in the direction of the person?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
That's what
A regular person.
No. But a Secret Service agent, ideally facing the right direction, not obviously facing the wrong direction, turning around on some crazy John Wick shit. But
he does have a spotter as well.
Yeah, usually you got people close and then you got people on perimeter and they're looking, right? So if homeboy's shooting over here, you might see the flash. Who knows, right? You might get something to kind of quick, but so I'm gonna give him that. But I feel you, man. I'm like,
that was quick. That was A train quick.
Kind of incredible.
Yeah, that was A train quick. I'm trying to tell you, that was
for real.
So okay. So anyway, like I said, I'll let that one slide. Okay, cool. Let's say our Secret Service, we are elite in our training. Okay. All right,
I'm
cool.
fold on that one.
I'll give us that. No, I'll give us
give
that.
Him that hand.
Fold, I'll give us that. I want to believe that. I definitely want to believe that because they are Secret Service. You know what I mean? Next though, okay. I'm also familiar with the caliber bullet that was the bullets that were fired at Trump. So when I saw the bullets, when they told me what, but I didn't see the bullets. When they told me what bullet was, I was like, I think it's a 7.62 was a 5.6. I can't remember, but anyway, I remember the size because generally the sizes are depending on the same. First story shorter, anything from this size and up being fired at you, when it hits your ear, it typically doesn't graze it. Like you don't. It's not. That doesn't happen. Like you have to. That the wind wouldn't even when it passes by you would do more than that. So like I was just interested. I don't know. I gotta see what the forensics say. Like because that was big for me. That was very big for me. Thoughts?
I want to just add on to that. So I thought the same thing, and then I started looking on the internet, and the internet was interneting, and people were saying that he didn't hit Trump directly. They were saying he hit some teleprompter, and the glass shards are what cut him up.
The Megan Thee Stallion.
So he didn't get. Yeah. Yep. So basically, from what I saw. And then people did some quick shots, zoom in HD, and looked like you could see glass shards in his ear, kind of. So I was just like, all right, cool. Like I don't like looking at that kind of shit, but so I'm not saying that's real, that's fact, but that's what people were saying. And of course, you got some lefties trying to like lean more in on he had like 5 teleprompters. It's like who cares how many teleprompters he needed, fam? The dude was shot at.
Right, facts.
And I think that's what makes sense to me. If I shot him and I hit, I don't think I need to keep popping. But if I missed, I'm gonna keep shooting, right? You know what I mean? Like if I know I missed, I'm gonna keep popping. And that's what I think. I think he might have hit one of them machines or something with glass and it broke off. And he was like, damn. So he kept probably obviously popping off. That'd make it easier to get seen kind of thing. But just putting common sense into the facts, or at least what we see, it looks like that is most likely, but I don't know. Again, we're still getting pieces of whatever we can get now. That just happened, less than 24 hours ago from this recording. So all y'all who are going to be mad when you see this clip in 2 weeks, No, that's not even what happened, bro. Y'all are stupid.
It
Trust
turns
me.
out, yeah, I know.
We just are talking about it early.
Initial. Like,
So
it hasn't even been 24 hours, actually.
So I was going to say, so please just want, I
It's
want to
actually
put
been like
that
18
out
hours.
there. I want to let y'all know it ain't even been a whole day. We're
Right.
just going off what we got. More facts. We'll probably even talk about it again, all right? So,
we probably know more than Biden right now. Biden just came out with his press conference right now and said, what'd you say? We are filing, well wishes. Oh yeah. Because and that's one thing I like to say though. I know it's obviously scripted and you have to come out there and say that though, but that's how we should be as a nation, as a country though. Like, it's not about, like, we might not like you, like, this country, like,
not agree
at all, like, but this country, like, might be divided about political views and issues, but it doesn't mean that we want you to not be on this planet or in this country, like, you know, or you're have bodily harm or injury, like, you know, just for your opinions and thoughts. That's kind of how we formed this country, like, you know. So not me personally, but you know what I mean.
How they
they them they them. Oh, but no, but I was gonna say, but I like the fact that he came out and, you know, made a public solidarity, like saying like, yo, look, we don't stand on this type of principles, we don't agree with this, and he just let it be known like, hey, I want to have a fair race, I want it to be this, it doesn't matter what it is, and I just think that's fair because I think that's commendable. I think that should have got him some more points in the polls. It did not, but I thought it should have. Because let's be real, when something happened to Trump or anything, he was inciting a riot. Like, he was like, "Yo, I should be in office," type things. Like, so, you know, it's like, it's good to see when somebody can take the high road when they can go low, especially when your opponent has gone low in the past. Like, you know, so I thought, like I said, I thought that would be like something that would give him some points. So I kind of looked. I saw the new polls. No, not at all. A little lower. A little lower.
I mean, I didn't expect that to do much, but he's on brand. That's been his message. You know, I don't have to like you or agree with you, but we have to figure this out and work together.
Right.
And if you're a competitor of any kind, you want the best competition. You want to try to guard Mike. If you get cooked, you get cooked. But you want to guard Mike. Right. You want to try it. You got to go for it. You want to see Barry coming through that pocket, and you want to try to get him. You know what I mean? So it just was weird, man. It was weird as hell. I hope we get back to the Obama glass, that big glass box they put him in. I hope we get back to that for everybody, because that seems like that might be one of the best things we could do. I don't know why we only did that like for the black dude, but
because they knew it was coming.
That's what I'm saying.
They knew it was coming somewhere.
But I feel like that's also telling as well. Like, we didn't use that glass box for no white dudes, but we might need to get back to those glass boxes. I just still, again, am a little just flabbergasted at the whole crowd. No screaming, no stampede. I don't know if those seats in the back just cost a lot of money, and they're like, I ain't getting out this seat, fam. You know, I spent 2 G's to donate to this campaign for this. I don't know, but them peoples was not moving. That still just make me feel weird.
What did you think about the dialogue between Trump as soon as he got up? The wait.
With my shoe and all that?
Yeah, my shoe, all that.
I'm gonna give him bail, man. I ain't mad at it. Like I said, when shit gets hyped, tensions are heightened. You just get into macho bravado mode. Homeboy threw shoe at Bush. He's like, no, it's cool. What's up? Like, he ready to bob and weave like Mike Tyson, fam. So, like, I ain't mad at it, dog. I just don't like that he didn't do himself no favors in terms of safety. That's the thing. Like, you just got shot at. You should not be up there like.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. That's my whole thing. He was up there like, part. Yes. Like, I'm like, we did it. I'm like, no.
Don't give me the black fist either. Like,
right? That was crazy. That was crazy.
That was probably the thing that made me the most mad. I was like, this motherfucker used the black fist. How dare you?
You know the crazy part.
You are not acting like black people right now. You need to get low. You need to get low, cuz. You can't be doing that. You can't do that move and act like a white person, fam.
You know what the crazy part is? I hate to say this not on behalf of our community, on behalf of me personally. I'm watching it. The community finna eat this shit up. Like I'm watching it. I'm watching it in Black Twitter already. Like my president going through it like me. I'm like, oh shit. Like, they shooting at me. Like they arrested him. I got 36 felonies. They shot at me last week too. Like I'm like, oh shit. He trying to get the black vote.
He's trying to be the next member in the locks, fam.
Yo, no, but the crazy part is though, like no, I could already see like that picture right there is going to come back 100-fold for the next, I want to say probably 10 to 15, 20 years at least.
Oh, for sure.
That picture right here, they already got the American flag behind it ripped with the flames. Yeah, all with the yeah, come on, fam. I know they're gonna start talking about this like Trump himself is already akinning this to like the JFK assassination. Like I was like, fam, don't do this. Don't it's over. I gotta say it now, it's over, Biden. Like it's over. Like I'm sorry. If anybody, it's over. It's over. Sorry. Like I don't want it to be. Like I want it to be fair. Like you know, I don't want it to be like one with tricks and tactics. Like because people are so like observationalists. I want to say like they're just more. Not one time have I've heard anything about Trump's actual political views. Like what's actually what is he running on? What's his platform that he's running on? Like is it the immigrants, the migrants? That's what it is. Like never got it. Like never got it. Like never got a clear message. Like never got a. I mean, Biden said, "Well, we gonna get back to what we was doing, and you know we gonna keep helping people." Like,
all this other crap.
Yeah. Okay, cool. But like I said, at the end of the day, though, I'm not really clear on what the actual political platform stances are. Like, I feel like this one's really more based on who's your party, like, and now. I don't know, man. I went to the darker side of the internet and I was watching everybody's theory about how this could be staged and all things like that. And then I started watching the video more.
Seen a lot of those too.
Yeah, and I was like, I feel like that's too much. Like,
I mean, if it was staged, it was staged. But we've seen that before, where if it's staged, only a certain amount of people need to know it's staged. The rest don't, because it has to have that authenticity, right?
Right.
But that crowd was not doing them no favors in terms of helping them not look staged.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It looked like the moon landing over there. Like for real. Like
don't do that. Don't do that.
Just saying, man. Like I said, it was Trump's dialogue. Like I said, when he was on the ground, like did he know he was mic'd up? Like oh yeah,
I mean the mic was right there.
Yeah, I know he should. Yeah, he should know. Like that's. It just, I don't know. Like I said, like you said, actually, we've just been in situations before, like, and like I said, that it was just supersymmetry. Like the math wasn't. It just doesn't make no sense, man. Like I don't know, but yeah, that's like I said. I just want to apologize to our fans, like Richter did, because, like I said, you're getting our first 18-hour response. Like, we don't know nothing. Like, you know, the paint is still wet. It ain't even dry yet. So, we will definitely be talking about this because this is going to be news for a while. Let us know what you guys think about. You think this is going to put him over the top as well? Because I want to know about that.
Yeah. Give me a craziest conspiracy theory, too. Craziest one. We'll write your name down, and when we get the merch, we'll get you a code for a discount. But I want to see that craziest conspiracy theory because we don't really do that too much here. But if y'all want to do it, go ahead.
Right.
I want to hear. I'm down to read it, but I don't like to go too much into that rabbit hole.
Exactly. I was like, okay, well, I mean, I read a few things. You know, I mean,
I
read things from people's perspectives, and then I watch it again from their perspective, and I'm like, and then I add things together. I'm like, that's what you're supposed to do. Like, form an opinion. So, but yeah, like I said, I don't want to go down the rabbit hole myself either. I was just thinking, like, I don't know if there's other things about this that just didn't add up for me or not. I don't know if I caught everything. Let me see. Let me go ahead.
Yeah, man. Check your notes real quick. I'll just say, man, this definitely came at me a little different because of the situations I've been in and been around where the things popped off. Like, you can't like unsee that or unexperience that. So when you see somebody going through it, it's easy to kind of like put yourself there in a sense, weirdly enough, right? And so as I'm going through some of these theories, I'm just like, that makes sense, but that makes sense if you ain't been around one of these, or
Right.
you ain't like got behind the car and seen the bullet hole like
Right.
in the door, like I have. I'm like, oh, so getting low still don't matter, but instinctually you still get low. Like, or something like there's just so many layers where I'm like, yo, like a lot of this just don't make no sense.
Right.
And to have a theory, I'm with it, but some of them just can't even make sense to me because I've been in those situations and I'm like, I would never just be like,
right. Doesn't make any kind of sense at all.
None, man.
That's the first thing I noticed. As soon as I heard pop, pop, I was like, Trump got down before they did.
Right? I turned the sound up. I was listening, trying to hear some screams. I was listening. I was like,
Man said,
that was me.
He got down. I was like, yo. He checked his ear like twice. He was like, yo. He was like something about like, yeah, the border need to go back up with y'all. Pop, pop, pop. He said, oh, that's crazy. Like, get out. Oh, word.
Like word, and he like took a knee like he was taking
a
safety.
Like, all the way down.
He took a knee like he doing a safety. I'm like, you better get down.
Crazy. People were just looking up. That's crazy. I saw people actually stretching their neck up trying to see where he was at. I was like, yo, like.
That's what I'm saying. People just periscoping.
I don't even want to put too much on Pennsylvania, but that was y'all
different breed.
Yeah, that's a different type of you ever heard that phrase? Y'all need to sit down. The whole of Pennsylvania.
See that? Y'all time out.
Yeah, I'll be like, for real, sit down. Like, that's crazy. No, when something's shooting at you, get low, do something. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, like I said, we're definitely gonna be keep staying in touch with this one for sure, because I definitely want to. I already know he finna just put a bucket under this and he gonna get the milking. I know he gonna what? Trump X. By the time he's done with this, he gonna be half black. He might come with some he might come with some cornrows. Like, you know how much he's been pandering to the black vote for the last like 3 months? Like, it's crazy. Like, now this happened, like super symmetry. Well, I'm ready to move on. Oh, hold on. Things I need to see at the grocery store.
Speaking of ammunition.
Yeah, my man. I like the okay. You see, man, you quicker than me, man. You go crazy.
Speaking of ammunition,
man. I'm gonna let you go talk about this one because I just really have my thing I wanted to speak about it, but you're more familiar with the topic.
So yeah, I came across this a couple weeks ago actually, but I just keep it in the tuck. But yeah, there's some vending machines popping up at grocery stores. So where you get your oranges and your mayo and all that, you can get ammo. And as long as you're 21 and over, you can buy ammo. Just like an ATM, you ain't gotta do nothing else just to get the ammo. So I thought this was super scary. And the reason I say that is because, yeah, it's just ammo, but that's half of what you need, right? And with ghost guns, people printing guns, I got a 3D printer myself. So imagine if I just go to the store and buy some ammo, print me a gun, and I'm 14. I can get somebody to get the ammo because they think I'm a kid and I don't got no gun or whatever, right? So I just think this is a weird place to have it, of all things. First and foremost, ammo in a grocery store, fam. Picking up some shells, with your Velveeta shells. I don't really like it, man. I would think this is cool if it's like maybe in some of the Walmarts, the Dick's.
That's like a Big Five or something.
Yeah, the places where you get guns for sport,
like the sporting goods, right.
Yeah,
so the fishing tackle places,
yeah, like Bass Pro, like cool, like I get it, but yeah, man, at the Kroger, at the Vons,
at the Safeways,
at the Safeway, at the Winco, at the grocery outlet, grocery outlet, ammo market. Like, nah, I'm not really a fan of this. I ain't got a long speech about it, but I think this is also just telling where we're going and what they can kind of like move into these places of commerce and stores. And I don't know if these grocery stores need money and they're getting paid. I didn't see anything about that in the article, like if they're getting some
Percentage.
money to have something like that in their stores. But that's kind of the gist of it for y'all who don't know. And yeah, I'm gonna just get out the way and let T cook on this one. So what'd you think when I brought this one up?
Same thing you did. My initial response was scary. As somebody who, I actually, I'm gonna leave it at where you left it at. It's scary just for that reason, but I'm gonna take it to, on a whole different level, right? As some, because you were thinking on the, sorry, you took it to the level of a person who has a maybe a 3D printer, you know what I mean, and do things. But also, I was took it to the level as for citizens. Okay, cool. That's one aspect of shopping, but for felons, this seems like to be an easy market for them to be able to commit more crimes, like because they're not allowed to have firearms. So, a felon, when they buy a firearm, 9 times out of 10, cool, they bought a firearm with some ammunition, but how are they going to replenish that ammunition after they fire that? You know what I mean? So you just gave them an easy source to go ahead and just walk up, or not them personally. They can just get somebody. Everybody knows somebody 21, like, especially if you're 21. Like, and you're at the grocery store. Hey, bro, since you're over there picking up a pack of you know what I mean, in a box of, you know what I mean, since you're there, like, a box of ports and a box of, a box of ports and a box of, oh
A
no,
box of
two box of smokes. Oh no, you're getting two box of smokes.
mm,
That's crazy. Like on the face of that, like I thought for not even the NRA, but because they always cosplay like they care about the citizens, but like for the actual citizens who like care about gun rights and things like that, I would think that was the first thing I would think. Like, hey, yo, what about the people that aren't supposed to have these? Like, I don't want to arm my enemy, like, or the people I'm getting armed. Like, I thought it would like people arm themselves to protect themselves against criminals. So it's like, why would you be in favor of a proponent to arm the criminals? Like, because I feel like, what they say, what my notes say right here. Yeah, here we go. They are quoted as saying, "Our automated ammo dispensers are accessible 24/7, ensuring that you can buy ammunition on your own schedule, free from the constraints of store hours and long lines." Now, when I saw that, I was wondering how many gun owners are struggling with the constraints of long lines and constricting schedules of purchasing ammunition. Did they just make up a problem that people don't have and just like, hey, this is why we gotta sell it right here because like nobody's even thinking about ammunition like that. Like it's like when you go to Ace Hardware and buy some lug nuts, you're like, oh yeah, I need some lug nuts. How long is the line over there? Not at all. Like so, I thought that was very interesting. Did you also see the picture they posted in the article as well?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
the defense rest. Like you saw how ridiculous that looked in the what was that, the fruit section? They had it in between the They had it in between the Snapple and the sodas. Like they had it Snapples in the cooling right here. They had it sit up in there like a Bitcoin machine, and then they had it right there, like, and then they had the soda machine right. Oh, sorry, sodas. Like I was like, yo, that's gonna look very awkward in any supermarket you go to. Like you could, it would make more sense if they put it next to like a Bitcoin machine or an ATM or something. Like, but I don't
Dog
know.
whistle shit, man.
Yeah, it is.
I'll tell you that a lot of this gives me dog whistle vibes. Like
What
this
is
is
dog whistle?
dog whistles. What they say when there's pretty much a message going out that only certain people are supposed to hear.
Mm.
Often used to send a message that Black people can't catch in terms of like how we go about it.
Mm.
So for me, I was like, yo, this is a little dog whistly. Like if like you were saying, if you're a felon, all they need to do is get that footage off the camera that you bought ammo. You messed up your probation. You messed up
Yep.
your parole.
Mm-hmm.
Easy,
Not
quick
not
and
even
easy.
that.
Put you right back in there. Right
But
back
not even.
in there.
But I'm saying not even that though. If you are not even on probation or if you're not even on those type of
Oh yeah.
stipulations, you still can't have it for the rest of your life. Like, you know what I'm saying? As
Oh
long
yeah,
as you
yeah.
are a felon, like, so it could be 30 years from now. They see that footage, they come. Well, not 30. I think it's statutory.
Statute of limitations.
Statute of limitations will be 7 years. But yeah. So, but anyway, but like I said, they can hold that footage for up to 7 years and come to your house and just knock on the door and take you to jail for being a felon in possession of ammunition.
Be
And
like, I ain't even got it. I bought it from
yeah,
Frank,
it doesn't
but
matter,
we got
but
this
it's
footage.
constructive possession. Yeah, they have a thing called constructive possession. Like, you once possessed it. Like, I mean, they have the footage. So it's crazy how that law works, at least in
Yeah,
California
that's that
and New
dog
York for
whistle
sure.
shit.
So,
And just to add on real quick, man, that
mm,
whole shit you were talking about with the picture,
mm,
that was another dog whistle for me. You got the Snapples,
mm,
you got all the like
mm,
black, all the drinks the black people like right
mm,
around that machine too. Come on, man. I don't like
mm.
that. To me, that was another dog whistle. It's like, yo, fam, like if you
Like
ain't
the,
hearing that frequency, you ain't
yeah,
seeing that kind of thing. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
I just didn't like that either. Like, why you gotta
So
put it there?
I'm
You ain't
so
put it next
so
to no like white people shit. Put it next to the pasta, motherfucker. Like, what you doing?
they're putting the positive. No,
Right?
I'm saying no. I get it though. It's definitely giving like Billy D. Williams Colt 45 vibes. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're like, wait, Colt 45, malt liquor? Yeah, yeah, it's good for you. Like, Billy D. smile behind it. I mean, Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
It's Star Wars.
Star Wars.
But yeah, that's interesting because I didn't really actually perceive it that way. I went really left with it. I was thinking like in case of like, you know, the world system structure breaking down type situation, like maybe we have a civil war within the country, like, there's I mean, people are just going to arm themselves quickly over there, like, or robbing things like that, like, I thought about some like end of the world type ish, like that's how I went
For
with it.
sure. For
But
sure.
yeah,
And that makes
but
sense.
in the meantime though, like in the meantime, in between time, let's lock up a few the blacks. You know what I'm
We put
saying?
some more blacks in real quick and easy. Real
Because I
quick
ain't
and
gonna lie,
easy.
the private industry has been slowing up a little bit because they're letting them out too fast now. Like, so
Exactly, man.
that's interesting. I didn't even see that. I didn't even see that at all. My mind didn't even go that direction. I thought it was actually damn.
Sad, right?
Right, right.
Shit.
Yeah, when your mind starts, because in my head, right, I would never think to go there, like do that, right? You know what I mean? But then I'm thinking, like, you know what? I'm not these new generation people. Like, you know what I mean? They don't. What did my grandmother used to always say? They don't have the sense God would have gave a fool. Like, so, like, that's just sad because I know people think, like, let's go over there and get one. Just get your moms or something, or get your uncles, and they go there and use their own face. Like, they do all negative. Oh, man. Ah.
And last thing I'll say is, man, being out here in Vegas where there's a gun shop on every two corners,
Mm.
literally.
Yep.
Why aren't those machines in there then? Because if I want to ask somebody about some guns, but I just want to get some ammo, then that makes sense to me. It's in
Yep.
the gun store. Everybody
Ain't
here
got to deal with
knows
them
what's
long
up.
lines.
Everybody knows what's up. Homeboy over here is trying to learn the difference between a Glock and a Colt.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be 15, 20 minutes till somebody can help me with some damn ammo. Let me just get this
Mm-hmm.
machine. Like, to me, that makes sense. But to have it in the grocery store next to the Snapple and the Cheetos and
Mm-hmm.
all that, like, I don't like that. I don't like that shit, man. And now we're back to the whole like self-checkout machines versus people. Like,
Mm-hmm.
that's a
Mm-hmm.
whole different ball of wax, right? And
Mm-hmm.
again, I say that because we have stores here. Like
Mm-hmm.
5 minutes from my house is a big store with a gun range in the back, and why that's where maybe the machine should be, right?
That's funny
But
you say that too. Because, go ahead.
I'm sure those people. I'm sure I was gonna say I'm just sure those people inside don't want those machines because they want to help people and talk and sell, right? So
Right.
that's
No, I thought no. I was gonna let you cook. That was dope. He was cooking.
yeah,
No, I
yeah.
was saying I thought it was funny because I live right by a gun and tackle shop or whatever too, and they have a range inside as well. Like, and I can't even go there and buy a Coca-Cola if I wanted to. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I stay far, far away. Like, but I just thought that was interesting because we have a lot of things. And I thought there'd be a machine in there, like, because in case they're busy, helping somebody in the back who's, I mean, maybe firing their weapon or practicing, whatever you want to call it. Like, oh yeah, bet, let's go ahead and get this. But also, like you said though, with the automated, with the self checkouts and things like this, things of this nature, it seems very, very interesting. Like, because all it takes is somebody to manipulate the system, like, or manipulate technology. Just like I think me and you had a conversation about the Tesla. about how people were just putting the little hand things so they could drive on there. They're sleeping. Okay, cool. Maybe somebody could figure out how to use an Oculus mask to mask your face to look like something this or like, you know what I mean? And who knows? Like
fake ID.
yeah, exactly. Oh, hello. It's a very good fake ID. Like you know. Like,
I mean, identity theft ain't new, right? So all I need to do is print out an ID of homeboy that I got all his info, put it in the car, swipe, get my ammo. Now Todd just bought a bunch of ammo. Todd don't know. Yeah, I just don't like it.
Yeah, it's. And I ain't gonna lie, man. A lot of scamming is up too. That's crazy. Like
I'm not an anti-gun person, but I don't like this.
right,
I want to make that clear. Like,
yeah, facts.
I'm not an anti-gun person, but I don't like this.
I'm an anti. People shouldn't have it who shouldn't have it. That's where I'm at. I don't like that. I don't like people who are trying to have it who shouldn't have it. Like I understand. Like if you're trying to protect your like even I'm in support of people who may have felonies, but I feel like they should still be able to at least have a firearm in the home to protect themselves and their family. I'm very, very pro that, but it's a shame that they don't put it that way. Let it be that way. I think in some states are trying to bring that back, but in California, no.
Yeah, kind of ironic. They put a little strap on your ankle and you can't leave your house, but they can't put no kind of device or technology on your gun to make sure it don't leave the house. Right?
Right.
I'll be like, hey, you're a felon. You're a felon. You can have a gun at your house for self-defense. There's a little tracking thing in your gun. If that shit leaves your lawn, you're done, son. Cool. I'm leaving it in my little box because I'm ready. If someone comes up in here, I'm ready. I don't want it. I don't need to take it to the store with me. I don't need to take it to the track, wherever. But it's just interesting how we use technology specifically in certain ways, and a lot of it don't look like it's in our favor. And if you know what I mean by R, you know what I mean by R.
Hello. If you know, you know. Black man changes his name on resume only to get an interview.
Speaking of R's.
Exactly. Hard R.
Hard R. All caps.
Oh, yep. I like this because this I thought this was very interesting because we can definitely speak about this. Black man changes his name on resume only to get an interview afterwards.
Oh man, so yeah, this dude in Detroit, he was filling out applications, had his resume set, got no love, got no hitbacks, and then was like, you know what? Let me change my name. Change the name of the resume. That's it. Leave everything else. Job experience, everything the same. Would you like to have an interview? Wow, son. I think we've like always felt and guessed this kind of shit was happening. You know what I mean? I feel like in the back of our heads, some of us at times, maybe at certain jobs have felt like, I bet they didn't even want to like call me because they just know I'm black or I'm problematic or whatever, right? Whatever bullshit they got in their head, man. And when I saw this, I was like, yo, I swear I've at least had this thought once, at least. And I'm sure there's been plenty of other black people in America who have as well. And so, yeah, he changed his name. Let me see. Dwight Jackson was his real name.
Dwight Jackson? Yeah.
Dwight Jackson.
Damn. Yeah, the Jackson will do it. Yeah, the Jackson will do it.
Yeah. Jackson will do it, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to see what he changed his name to. I forgot.
Buckingham Errington.
Oh, he changed his name to John Jabrowski. So he went from Dwight Jackson.
He got an interview just because of like you should have knew that was fake. Jabrowski.
Like, he went straight Jewish white.
Nah, he just went. He's like, oh, wait, what do they call each other? Jabroni. Wait. I saw the Big Lebowski. Wait, Jabrowski. Jabroni. Yeah, that's cool. Jabrowski. Yeah, Jabrowski. He put all the nicknames like that. Jabroni, Broski, Broham, like
and John.
And John. Yeah.
Everybody loves a good John.
Oh, hello. It's true.
So, yeah.
John Jabrowski. JJ, my man JJ.
JJ, yo.
My man
Oh
JJ.
my God. So, yeah,
that's too black. That's too black.
Yeah,
JJ
black. That's after he got the job. He'd be like, hey, just call me JJ.
Yeah,
but
sure.
He not in the beginning. So yeah, he was trying to be a front desk agent at a luxury hotel. Changed his name to JJ.
He couldn't even get a job at a. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. And so
Can't work the front desk at the hotel. Dwight Jackson can't work the front desk at a. That's crazy. Anyway, go ahead, fam.
and so yeah, he got a job interview, and at the interview, big up to you, Dwight, man. You a hero, dog. You confronted them, and that's where I was just like, yo, I love that, because not only did you finally get through the door, you was just like, yo, son, why'd I get through the door with this? like to just stand on the business like that. I love that. I'm not mad at that. I mean, what do you got to lose? They weren't even going to interview you in the first place, right? But I just wanted to bring some light to another hurdle, big hurdle that people that are Black, people of color, have to deal with in America. And I'm not a big person that's into like affirmative action, but this is kind of why we had to have that kind of shit. You know, we kind of need to have
a percentage, a mandatory percentage.
You need to have at least X amount of kind of people here, because we know y'all don't pick X amount of people like this here. So I'm all for bringing this shit to light. If you want to take affirmative action away, cool, but don't let this kind of bullshit happen. And if it's a luxury hotel, they should be letting this dude live there for free now.
Hello.
He should have a new place to live for free, and maybe even have some stock and equity, because that's some bullshit, yo.
That's crazy. They ain't see John Wick. Like, man, dude, the front desk was Black. He was murdering that shit. Like,
shout out R.I.P. Lance, yo.
Oh yeah, it's my man. Oh yeah, I forgot about RPL Legend. That's right too. He just passed too. RPL Legend. This is wild, fam. Like, I have so many things to say about this. Like, I'm all over the place with this. This is wild.
Let's hear it. First one off the top.
You said Dwight Jackson can't work the front desk. That's crazy on the face of it. Like, what we go through. Like, well, okay. Well, first thing I want to say is, though, did he get the job?
Nah, because he blew up the spot once he got in.
See, that's what I'm saying, and this is what we do as Black people too. Like, we can't. Like, you gave me. I appreciate we standing on business, and I'm like, man, did you really get the job, fam? Like, as soon as you got your door in there, as soon as you got your foot in the door, you went in there and showed your ass, like immediately, fam. Like,
because when it
did you get the job, fam?
When we had to come in to fill out the tax information, he would have had to give a real name, so it eventually would have come to they knowing it ain't Jabrowski. But he came in there.
Did they say hired?
No.
If they would have said hired, then you stand on business, like, even, or maybe stand on business. Like, I don't know. I just felt weird because okay. I'm gonna take it a step further, like I said, because I've been actually on the opposite side of this equation. I'm a African American person, obviously, with a white name, so I get the interview, but I get the you're yeah, I guess we I guess. What do you mean? Like, yeah, I guess we could do the interview. Yeah, I guess.
Same.
Like, I get the disappointed face. I know you know. Like, that's why when I saw this, I was like, oh yeah, I already know. And then we look how we look too. So, and we definitely don't look like our names, like, at all. Like, so especially you. Wow. Wow. But yeah, but like, I don't know what's worse, not getting the interview or getting the interview and seeing the look of disappointment on the interviewer's face and watching your chance of receiving that job fade and like, I'm saying, no matter how well you talk, no matter how great your diction is, no matter how good your references are, you still look like this. But I ain't gonna lie. So, like I said, you got your name in, like, the name got you in the door. It's like, what'd you do while your foot was in the door? That's why I said, what was his name? Dwight Jackson. Like, yo, like, hey, as long as you said he kept everything on the resume. He didn't change he didn't say he was white, did he?
No, all he changed was the name.
Okay, so
references, everything else is the same. But that's to get in the door. But once you get in, and if they say hired, when they start filling out the tax forms, they're gonna be like, hey, John, your name here is Dwight.
Yeah, I had to get high lift. I had to get high lift.
So
you gotta start explaining.
but then they can still fire you because you weren't
Of
truthful or
course,
whatever, right?
of
So
course,
so you didn't even work a day and got fired.
right. I just think it's
It's a lose lose for us, and that's the suckiest part. You know
right.
what I mean?
I just feel like it's horrible what I was talking to somebody about this earlier. What people of color have to go through, and when I say people of color, I don't even just necessarily mean black. Like
Gotcha.
I say people of color in that true sense. Like you know, what I mean every race like of color. Like you know, what I mean, it's just crazy. I literally have watched like other people like go because I like I said I had my struggles. Everybody's had their struggles, and that's crazy to say that because when I go see other races and I notice they don't have that solidarity of overcoming something. Like that's kind of what we all have in common. We all have that thing that we are trying to overcome something to just get to the level playing field where these other people seem to have just been born at. Like that's how it just seems like. But I've noticed that. But what I also noticed is us as people of color when I'm driving down the street, right? I don't know if you noticed this, but 90% of the people I see walking down the street are people of color. Just walking. You can tell they don't have. They're not walking because they're just going for a walk. Like they're walking because they have no mode of transportation, like a vehicle. Like I noticed that, like things like that, like the homeless population. I look like the most of them are, people of color. Like nowadays, like I'm looking at. We just don't have the. It doesn't look like we have the fair shake at the stick, like you know what I mean, as everybody else. It always seems like we started from a deficit, and then I started thinking about my own personal history. Like I don't remember my mother ever having a vehicle. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the whole time I was like, you know what I mean? The whole time she was raising me, I can't remember her ever having a vehicle. Like, I remember how proud she was when I got my first vehicle. Like, I was like, yo, like, I'm like, this ain't the Jeffersons. Like, this is regular shit. But I'm looking around at people, like, they're getting sweet 16, like, their cars at 16, like, just like you do, like, big old monster trucks. You're like, yo, like, I'm still walking to school. Like, you know, it's crazy. Like, I just think it's interesting though. Like, you notice things like that when you get older. When I start, even my friends nowadays, like, not all of them, but like a major group. Like, I've seen that I try to plan events and be like, oh yeah, let's go over here, let's do this, and then somebody's like, oh, I got to see if I can get a ride, or I got this to do. I'm like, yo, like, you still don't have a license, fam? Like, you're like over 30. Like doesn't make any sense. Like you know what I mean? You're still trying to get a ride. Like that sounds crazy in certain scenarios because if you're still trying to get a ride, how do you raise children? How do you grocery shop? How do you be in society? Like how do you go to work? Like you know what I'm saying? How do you do anything? Like, but I just noticed that though. It's like I noticed that our race, like I said, we come from it seems like an overcoming of something first just to get on the level playing field. And then when, like I said, and then when we overcame that, then our first thing is to say, okay, cool, we're on the playing field now. Let's go get a job with our education, with our skills, with our, you know what I mean, with our resources. And then boom, oh, Dwight Jackson, now on the strength. Nah, we good. You're like, damn, I just overcame. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just overcame. Like, it's crazy. Like, well, I just noticed that nowadays it's getting more blatant, and that's why I've always been a firm believer in black people or any people, like I said, all people of color, starting your own business. Like definitely finding a way to make some passive income and generate wealth, generational wealth for yourself. Working if you have to work for somebody else, make it work only because it's in process or funding for your own career, your own endeavors, or your own dreams. Like make it something like temporary if you have to do it. That's just what I feel because you're not going to get a fair shake 9 times out of 10. Like nobody's trying to make you the president of their company. Like you know what I mean? They're trying to, you know what I mean, just have workers for their company. I'm good on the presidents here. Like like I don't need to promote from within somebody who I don't know at all. Like you know what I mean? Nobody's thinking about you like that. Like you know what I mean? They're thinking about their family members like that. A nephew might come in out of nowhere, fresh out of college, and might just be fresh on the board. Like that might happen. You never know. But nepotism. Great
Right.
segue. Great. Yeah. Well, yeah. Any thoughts? Any final thoughts on that subject, though? Just
Nah, man. You touched on some good points, and yeah, it ain't easy for people of color. Straight up, not much else to say about that.
yeah. I'm gonna take it a step further though, because I've actually gotten hired at a job before. Like obviously, actually been in management, And it was funny too because I've actually seen like they had watched. I can't remember what movie it was. I remember I was at a manager's meeting and they were watching. I don't know if it was. I can't remember what movie or a comedy special it was, but they were literally talking about why that on the comedy special about why they don't hire black people or things like that. And they were going through some applications. And there was some white people going through some applications, like, and they were like, "Oh, Lucretia, oh, doesn't look Lucretia doesn't sound like the customer's always right, ha ha ha." And they throw the application, like, and I'm like, "Yo, just because that was correct doesn't mean that's right." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. Like, she might like graduated. Like, I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, every time I've been at Old Navy and I asked about a discount on the thing or something, like, I got a little sassy neck. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold you. Like, but like, I don't know. Like, I just don't think you should judge by the name though, ever. Like, because I mean, you can't. I mean, I don't know. Is every Adolf gonna be? That name just got banned completely.
Right.
Right? Like, no,
Yeah,
I ain't met
lifetime
a.
ban.
You ain't never seen an Adolf since him. Like,
Closest thing is Dolph Lundgren. Closest. It's the
mm-mm.
closest I've ever
Oh
heard
yeah,
anything.
right. Oh sure, I forgot. That's my man's too.
Oh yeah, that's the homie, but that's the
Big
closest thing.
stove. Yeah, dang. Oh, he's that's very close though. I didn't.
That's what I'm saying. That's the
You know, what's
closest
so
thing.
crazy. He's such a dope actor. Like I didn't even put two and two together. Like he said, you know what I mean? Like you don't even put two and two together. You're like that's Dolph. Like yeah, like young Dolph. Like yeah, that's my
Young
man.
Dolph.
Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you don't put that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't even put that together. Like
Just
man, that's
missing an A,
crazy.
dog.
Yeah, that's it.
He's just missing an A.
Matter of fact, I think his name is Adolf.
Don't do
That
that.
might be his real name.
Don't do that.
RP a legend. RP a legend. What I will say is the nepotism though. I thought that was interesting
Yeah.
how that was a good segue into that. I want you to go ahead and introduce this one as well because I actually think differently than you on this one. I think.
Okay. Well, um, I just thought it would be a timely topic to talk about because it never gets old and it ain't going nowhere. But
Mm-mm.
lately, especially on the internet, nepotism talk has been a lot. It's been happening a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And a few examples: Bronny getting on the Lakers,
Mm.
Jack Quaid. People calling him a nepo baby because his dad Dennis
Mm.
Quaid. That's my man's. Relax.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And then, of course, the big deal with David Ellison. I
Mm.
mean, whew,
I'm sorry. Who's David Ellison again?
David Ellison is the son of Larry Ellison. You know who Larry Ellison is?
I'm not familiar.
Larry Ellison is the guy who made Oracle. Big money.
Mm. Oh.
Big money.
Oh. Okay.
Oracle, fam. Oracle.
Yeah.
Like he has like an island in Hawaii. He has one of those islands in Hawaii.
Yeah.
You know how like there's a bunch of smaller ones. Like he actually got one of those. Like he got estate kind of shit. So
Dang. Okay.
big money, like big money. So that's who David Ellison is. And so I just thought, let's just talk about nepotism because it's kind of what's out right now. And I'll just say that I don't really have a take that it's bad or good or I hate it or I like it. I just think it's interesting that right now people are really analyzing that. And I think it's always going to be case by case, but I don't want to get too far ahead, but I just wanted to kind of get your initial reaction to the topic, like just like in general, before we get into the weeds about it.
Yeah. I don't know if it's. I would say there's a rise. Oh, so a rise in nepotism talks. Sorry. Yeah, there's a rise
just
in the talks. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Not that. Yeah.
I think that everything. Yeah, exactly. I think everything sometimes just gets a light shine on it every now and again. Like there's the whole thing with the carrying group. Like people's like, oh look, they're doing that. Like, and then 3 months later, people start. Went back to buying it. Like, like people every time. Every now and again, something gets a light on it. I think that's all it is. Because like you just said previously, it's old as time pretty much. Because that's just how it is. That's how every family wants to run it. Like if I create a legacy, I want my heir to continue the legacy. It's just human nature. So I don't really have a problem with it. The only time I have a problem with it is if the person isn't as good at the original, or just you don't have to be. Yeah, just You don't have to be the same. Just be good, just as good as the original. Since you got the blessing in, you don't have to be the same, but be good, like differently. Like if you suck, then that's crazy. Like if you just getting, you know what I mean? Like Denzel Washington's son, great actor, not the same kind of actor whatsoever. Like you know what I mean? But great actor in his own right. So that was a good blessing. Jaden Smith, Will Smith's son. Acting wise, not the caliber of Will, but not a bad actor though. So not.
But
I mean,
he's getting roles kind of on par with where he's at. You
exactly.
think?
He's not. Yeah,
Okay,
he's
okay.
not. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Like what was that last movie? After he did the movie without his dad, I can't remember that last one. I saw. I don't remember it, but it was actually good.
I'm
It was
shocked.
him. It was him striking out on his own type of situation. I thought it was good. Like how he was just stretching his legs, but it wasn't no major motion like picture. Like it wasn't like no A list. Like no, it was something regular for his, like you said, for his caliber. And I don't even think he made a movie after that. But what I want to say though, like the nepotism is good. Like I said, if the child has the talent. Now, if the talent, no, sorry, if the child is there just in the way, then I think it's backfiring.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like nepotism in a way is it's kind of like it depends on the lane, right?
Mm,
Um, if I mean you're a dad, yo. If you
yeah,
worked hard to build this nest, cushion,
yeah,
fund, whatever, that's that's what you're doing it for. So he should be
hmm
able to come up through that. But
yeah, absolutely.
when there's outside forces that make these decisions, I don't feel it's nepotism. So when Jack Quaid goes out and auditions for The Boys, I don't think Dennis Quaid's calling like, "Yo, pick my son." To me, that's nepotism. When you
Who's
greasing the
Jack Quaid
wheels.
again?
Jack Quaid is Huey from The Boys.
Oh, for real? Oh, that
Yeah,
makes
that's
sense. He looks like him too. Now you see it in the face.
you know what I'm saying. So
Oh, shoot. Oh, he's a good actor, man. What the hell? That's cool.
so
I
but
like him. He's a good actor.
that's what I'm saying. He I don't I, you can't I don't know. I just feel like with Hollywood too, I could go down a whole different rabbit hole with this because
Mhm.
you got Christopher Nolan picking the same actors for different movies. They
Mhm.
ain't related to him, but I'm sure they might not have to audition or you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like fam, Christian Bale's in like 75% of your shit. Dog. like
that's his man.
it ain't his kid, so it ain't nepotism,
Right. That's his man.
but you know what I mean? And that's where for me the line gets a little blurry because it's like that's a direct Christopher Nolan picking Christian Bale, where Dennis Quaid ain't a producer, director, anything on The Boys, and
Yeah.
Jack Quaid made it. Eh,
Yeah. I mean,
nepotism to me is when you're greasing the wheels for somebody else that might not have deserved it or earned it, right? That's to
well,
me,
I
I guess.
thought, I thought, well, see, in my personal thought of what was maybe happening in the Hollywood perspective would be maybe the child might have some acting skills, maybe went through school, whatever. I don't know what he did, bro. I thought he might have did something first previously, like, and then maybe the child was like, "Oh yeah, I'm trying to audition for this role and this," and maybe dad or mom might, just give a call like, "Hey, yo, that's my son over there," like, you know what I mean? He just look at him a little, you know what I mean? And if he's good, like, you know what I mean, and maybe he's just as good as maybe another person, like, oh no, let's go with this guy, like, because we know his family. Like, I thought it was something more along those lines, but I don't know. It could be the whole outright of like, yo, that's my son over there, like, you know what I mean? That's his movie, like I don't know if it's going like that. Like it's like, so like I said, I don't know what the level of nepotism they're talking about. So like I said, like the first one, I'm in favor of because as a father, like who, like, you know what I mean, I would do that all day. Like of course, like I want to be every father would want to advocate for their child. So of course, especially in your field, where you're the man at, like of course, like yeah, I'm gonna make some phone calls, of course,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
so it makes perfect sense. Like I don't know, I don't see anything wrong with the nepotism talks. Everybody's doing it. We just had a what I want to say, about 15-minute conversation about the whole, Braun, he was over there backdoor dealing, talking about, hey, my son coming here, or hey, 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 like, and you're supposed to do that, do a little posturing, a little, you know what I mean, a little threatening here and there, like, yeah. So
See,
I don't.
that's more on the nepotism where the Bronny one, you got the manager kind of double dipping. He's manager of both. He's
Oh, the manager. Oh, that's
manipulating
true.
he's
Mm,
manipulating the situation. To me, that one I don't
mm,
like because that didn't seem like it was clean cut. on their own. It's different if Homeboy's a director and he calls Dennis Quaid to be like, "Hey, I'm interested in your son. You know, I just want to talk to you. Is he serious about this? You know, like that's no difference than Dwight Jackson trying to get some references. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a reference. When the director calls you and is asking you about your son, that's not.
But that's not nepotism, though. That's not
exactly
nepotism whatsoever. Yeah, at all.
But when you got Rich Paul managing Braun and Bronny, and he's trying to do all this weird shit, that to me is a little like, yo, fam, like, just let Bronny get it on his own. If they pick him, they pick him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What was Lorenzo? Sorry. Lorenzo Ball dad. What was his name?
Oh, LeVar.
Yeah, LeVar. Like, wasn't he pretty much doing the same? He was trying to do major things with them kids. Well, he wasn't in the game though. Actually, I don't think
that's what I'm saying. It's a little different, but I know what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
He was trying to put public pressure on it to happen, but that's all he could do.
Yeah.
But the people still had to like let the balls come out.
Yeah.
Combine.
My thing is, I was gonna say, my thing is, in the creative space, I feel like nepotism should be widely accepted. Because in a creative space, like I would say music, art.
The arts.
Yeah, definitely a lot of the arts. Yeah, actually the arts is a very big umbrella, so let's leave it there. Like, you know what I mean? Music and the arts. Acting per se, I don't really say that's on a case by case basis if you ask me. But I say nepotism when it comes to, like I say, the arts, I feel like it's a great idea. Like, because if we got like, let's say Michael Jackson has his children, right? Like, you know what I mean? One of his children comes out with an album. That shit might be fire. You might have to go get a bar of that. Like, you know what I mean? Like Bob Marley children. You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? Though, like, they're creative. Like, they got a spark of it. They're the originator of that great talent, and now they got to branch off. So it's like, I feel like in the arts, I feel that's a great thing. If the person is like, you know what I mean? The person is imitating the father, or, you know what I mean, the talent has came with them, but because in the arts it always goes different. Always, you know what I mean? It mutates and it grows. That's one thing that's beautiful about art. So I'd say in that way it's beautiful, but like, I don't know. In other ways, like business, like, you know what I mean. Say I own like Apple, and I worked my way, you know what I mean, up. I started everything, and I like Steve Jobs, like, and then my son just was here, like, you know what I'm saying. He's like, oh yeah, you're sick now. I'm gonna take over the company. I'm like, bro, you've been gallivanting through Amsterdam for your whole life. Like, you don't know anything about nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? Like, that wouldn't make any sense. Like, the board would never let that happen. So it's just, like I said, in different cases it's good, in different cases it's bad.
Yeah, it's not definitely a clean thing, and I agree with you for sure. And that's why the David Ellison one is a little interesting, because Pops gave him $6 billion to finish off the merger to buy Paramount. David had $2 billion on his own. Pops was like, "Oh, here's $6 billion.
Appreciate
now
you.
You got it. Now you got enough to run Paramount. Just take it over, run that jump."
Cool, right on, Dad.
That's where I'm just like, whew. That's where the line gets a little blurry for me, because I'm just like, you buying Paramount, fam? like, and on some daddy change.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out. Like, so you initially tried to buy a company and you was 6 short?
Not like initially, but that was, you know, he was. So I don't know if you know Skydance. Skydance are the people that produce like Walking Dead and some other junk, right? So that's David Ellison. So I'm gonna give him his props. Like he's running shit. Skydance is dope. He obviously had enough to have $2 billion in the pocket to throw at it, but to have 6 come off from Poppy,
that's a blessing.
Major alley for that.
major alley.
Yeah,
right on.
That's LeBron and the Heat alley oop. So that's where I guess for me, I'm just like, yo, like he couldn't have done that without Pops.
Shout out to Pops.
And I'm glad that they have that relationship and he could do that for him. But that's where I could see how people could get mad too, because it's like, yo, fam, like
Chico.
It's not like he came up to do his own software like Oracle or like his Pops. It's a different lane. He took that money, and so I'm just like, a little different, man.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
All right, cool. If the role was reversed, right? Say you were David Ellis, but you're Richter. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you had
Yeah.
a child, like, and you happen to have this X amount of dollars. Wouldn't you want to do the same thing for your child?
I don't think that's the problem or the question, but sure, yeah, of course.
Okay. No, because you say that's where it gets tricky. So I'm like, in that situation, like, because me personally, right, I think on my perspective, oh, that's
Mhm.
crazy. Like, that's insane. Like, you would just pony up that because he didn't have it, like, woo woo, right? But when I think of their perspective, I'm like, yeah, I got it. It's my son. Yeah, I want him to have it. Yeah,
Oh
like,
yeah,
so,
and that's what I'm saying for Dave for
right.
Larry, that
Yeah,
ain't nothing. That's why
right.
he could break off the 6 bill.
Yeah.
You know, they just crushed his arena over there, just took that shit down. So he probably got some money
Mm,
on all that. So I'm just
right.
saying, like again, I'm not saying you can't do that. I'm just
Right.
saying it's hard to not look at that one a little more weird than a
And
Jack
the
Quaid
creative.
situation,
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
or you know what I mean? Like that's all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, like
That was definitely different.
it'd be different if it was the other way.
Mm-hmm.
David had 6,
Right.
and he got
You
the
only
2
needed
from
two.
Pops.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. That would look a little
Mm,
different in terms of the optics. Not like
true.
he can't get help from Pops, but
Right. But
now
Pops
I'm
pretty
just
much
like,
damn near did the deal himself.
so now I'm just like, is this your company or is this Pops' company? You know what I mean? Because when I'm
mm,
thinking of shareholders, investors, the majority
mm,
investment came from Larry,
right.
Mr.
So,
Oracle, Mr. Boatman. So I'm just kind of like, oh,
so who does own the company then? That is a good question.
it's David because he gave his son the money,
Okay.
which makes it less tax. A lot of little
Yeah, like I said,
white people
appreciate you.
loopholes,
Right. Exactly. Appreciate
right?
you.
So
Appreciate
so
you.
that's why I'm
Gave
like I'm
six.
not mad at it, but I'm just whoo. It's interesting how like all this shit is a little different. And by the way, Jack Quaid's mom, Meg Ryan.
Mhm. Oh, that's beautiful.
You know what I'm saying? Put some respect on that
Oh, that makes sense with the hair now.
man.
That makes sense with the
Mm-hmm.
hair
Mm-hmm.
now. Okay, shout out Meg Ryan and Dennis Quaid, man. That's
You know what I'm
ill. I
saying?
like that, man. Grew up on them, man.
Yeah, yeah.
In the
And now we
movies,
growing up
yeah.
on the son doing it.
That's
I
dope.
ain't mad at it.
Yeah, for sure.
I
Shout
ain't
out
mad at it.
nepotism. Shout out nepotism.
I ain't mad
All
at it.
right, that's lit. Like I said, what's his name again?
Who, Jack or David?
David Quaid.
No,
Huey.
Jack Quaid. Jack Quaid.
Oh, Jack Quaid. Yeah,
Yeah,
great actor, man. Like,
yeah, yeah.
no, no. I'd watch him in something else besides The Boys. He's actually a good actor. That's dope.
Oppenheimer. He's in
He
that.
was in Oppenheimer.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. I was about to just watch that yesterday, and then I actually started watching. Well, we'll get to that.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll
We'll
get to
get to
that.
that.
Yeah, we ain't
Big
gonna.
TV segment.
Yeah,
Big
big.
TV
Hello,
segment.
we back too. We big Riskel and T-Bert. We back, but not yet though. We gotta give some. We gotta brag on SF for a little bit, man. We've been doing nothing but just bashing it for a while, man. I kind of want to go ahead and introduce this one. Now I want you to introduce this one too as well. I ain't gonna hold you because trying to figure out who's bashing SF the most. Because I was talking down, I was talking crazy about it. Anyway, we both are proud to just brag on SF. We both are proud.
Hey, the Libra in me, man, I'm gonna hate him and I'm gonna love him. I'm gonna give you both.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
me
give you
too.
both. So,
Go ahead,
yeah.
man. Let them know something, man. Yeah.
So
Proud
apparently,
of
the
y'all.
first commercial ferry is gonna be running off hydrogen on SF. And I've taken those ferries. They suck. They fucking stink. They smell like gas inside. It's horrible. And I was just really happy to see that SF did this move. I almost had some fucked up shit right there and I caught myself, but I'm glad SF did this. I like that they're leaning in on the hydrogen. They're not going EV. Electricity is only so good. And if the world runs off electricity, that still starts to do shit to the ozone layer regardless. So
Facts.
SF kind of leading the way, pioneering. I love that. And so, yeah, they got a new ferry about to start.
75-footer too. Big, yeah, Big Daddy.
Big one. Big
Yup,
Daddy. On the
yup.
hydrogen. So what does that mean? That means it just needs hydrogen and oxygen.
That's it.
That's all it needs. And it spits out water after?
They said they got a drinking fountain in the on the boat that is the water. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bars.
So shout out to SF. Big move. Hope y'all can get a fleet of these. Get them stanky things out of here because I hated riding on that thing. That shit stinks so bad. And I couldn't even stand up.
I got a question. Is that the,
I hope this guy can stand in this one. That's all I want to say. I
Mm.
hope I can stand in this one because the other ferries, your boy had a
Oh shit! It is that ferry,
I had
man.
to sit or go on the outside.
I'm trying to figure out which ferry it is. Is it the one that goes around like San Quentin or something like that, and then goes and they said sorry, they said the ending point lands at Pier 41, but I was like, well, okay, where's the starting point? I don't know which ferry. I wasn't familiar with which ferry that one was.
So there's a
Is it all the
bunch.
ferries? Oh, okay.
There's one that comes from Oakland.
Mm-hmm.
There's one that comes from Benicia.
Mm-hmm.
So they got different ferries that come in, but
Right.
the one you're talking about is the SF one. I think it comes from, I want to say Jack London
Oh,
or
okay.
Oakland.
In Oakland?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's just
Yeah.
the SF. It kind of basically brings you
Oh,
over the
okay.
bay
Yeah. Okay.
to the wharf and shit. So
Oh, that's nice.
yeah.
I didn't even know they had that. Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's the way to go, man.
So some Jack Lennon. Oh, that's nice.
But the
And it's
fucking
gonna be
fees
hard.
be
I'll go
killing
on
me.
that one. Yeah, I'll go on that. I didn't know they had it. That's crazy.
I'm ready, fam. Yeah, when I lost my license, fam, I found every way to get around that stuff. I was like, oh, y'all got ferries? Oh, I'm going to get gas poisoning. This is disgusting.
That man said I was by boat with it.
So y'all want to kick into the city? Bet. I'll be there.
That's crazy.
Give me 4 hours. What the? It's a ferry, dog. It takes hell long. It goes slow as hell.
so that is the one that does go around San Quentin, though, right?
Yeah, it goes.
Yeah, okay.
But it's slow as hell.
Yeah. So
Can't
it
wait.
is like 4 hours, though, right? It is like 4 hours from.
It's a long ride.
But they don't even have no food or anything on that thing.
Fuck nah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Fuck nah.
No, because I was thinking about getting on there, doing one of those little boat dinner things, and where they, because they do have those too as well. Like,
That's different.
yeah, but I wanted somewhere long, but they're like, I guess I guess not. They're not doing that. But anyway, I'll wait for them to get the fleet of the hydrogen though, because that sounds lit to me. I'm so happy with that though.
Check that shit out.
For San Francisco to do that at this time is very, very big. Definitely salute you guys for that. I just got 2 questions. Who's gonna ride it since none of the tourists are coming in anymore, and why are, like, I don't get it. Like, you got rid of all the reasons for tourists to come, and the crime is up, and then you did something amazing for people, and then who's going to enjoy it?
This is for the commuters, homie. That's who take the ferry.
Oh, okay, bet. Okay, bet.
You know what I mean? People who don't drive, they got.
I never take the ferry. Oh, okay. So you were serious about, like, that's how you were commuting after you lost your license. You were serious.
No, yeah. And
you were dead ass. Oh, shit.
Shout out to Jenna. She takes the ferry probably 4 times a week, 3 times a week, from out where she out to SF for work on the regular.
Word?
So people use it for commuting. Like is it
expensive or cheap?
It's cheap. Pops takes the car, takes the kids to school, but she got to get on the ferry. So she get on the ferry. She on her way all the way to SF. He could stay out in the what is that? What's that area code? 707. You know what I mean? So she take the ferry from the 707 all the way to SF, and then Papa got the car still, so he can take the kids and do everything he gotta do. So it's more of a commuter thing. But what you're talking about are those other boats.
I'm familiar with those. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, those are dope. But
I was gonna say though, how long is the commute from like say from like Jack Lennon to you said San Francisco? Because you're making a joke like, oh, it's gonna be 4 hours, and I'm like, yeah, that's usually how it goes on the ones I'm the pleasurable ones. I'm not on a commute one at all. So, but how fast?
I want to say it takes at least a couple hours on minimum, at least a couple hours.
It's pretty much the same thing if traffic and everything like that.
Yeah, if you're driving, but you're not driving, you get to sit
exactly.
Read your book, zone out, take a nap.
You gotta get to work too. Like
it ain't
catch up on some work. Yeah, I know.
Which you can relax a little on the boat.
Yeah,
on the ferry you can relax.
Yeah, got some fresh air, some sea air. I ain't gonna lie, they need to do something with that BART. I ain't gonna lie, but that's I like that though. I like that they did that. Shout out to SF, man.
Y'all, man.
I didn't know there was actually a commuter boats out there. That's crazy. I didn't even know that.
Yeah. A lot of those cities with the bridges, they have ferries. SF should have way more ferries, and I hope that this leads to having more ferries because I think it's a good way to roll, man. You can get the bridges less congested too.
Right.
Have your little drink in your little flask if you want. Take your little edible.
Man, get on there with a little mimosa. Sure, yeah. 2 hours. You know what I mean? That's nice. You got a 2 hour time for meditation to get right with yourself before you start your day. Like
right before work. Fam.
Yeah, that's nice. That sounds
I was up in there with the E&J hard ready. Heading to SF like this with the waves.
There's a war going on outside.
With my little disc man back in the day, fam. Woo!
No, not the disc man.
Zoom.
Yo, forget the disc, man. You know what I saw yesterday? I was doing some cleaning of grandma's house. Um, what's it called? She had a AirPod player.
Ooh,
Not
the little docky thing.
yeah, not the little one. I'm talking about the massive speaker. Like it had knobs. It had the EQ, the treble. Like it had all. I was
The
like,
boombox iPod.
the big. I was like, yo, like, what are we
She was
gonna do with this? Like,
she was
I don't even
doing
know.
it.
I don't even know where you would find an iPod. Like, bro, just looking at the connection on the bottom looks so crazy, bro. Like, cause that used to be our ish, though. Like, like
Mad
I was.
pins.
What do you remember? Yeah, do you remember when the iPod was out? You was the man. Well, you had the speaker. What? You was the man at the jams. Like, I just looked at that. I was like, yo, what is that? I was like, yo. And then I
That's
saw the little prongs
crazy.
coming up, and I was like, yo, that's not a. I was like,
Damn.
hey. And it
Who the
happened
fuck
quickly
thought
because
of
I
that?
remember the Discman. I remember the Discman. That was Ninja Turtles 2. I remember that.
That was my move.
Yeah, the Discman. What?
Had an
I remember
extra
the
one on
anti-skip
deck.
came out too. What when the
Mm-hmm.
anti-skip came out? I was the man.
I
Oh
kept an extra
what?
one on deck because I was smashing my shit all the time.
Oh yeah, me too. I used to always drop mine. I used
Mm-hmm.
to always try to have mine in my hip while I'm riding my bike. It's flying out.
Like fuck the disc. Where's the thing?
Yeah,
No.
right. Oh yeah, this man fall. Every piece go every direction. Like you're like CD fly in the air like a frisbee. Every battery over here, even the door that hold the battery on the thing flew off
Yeah.
somewhere else.
The ribbon like
Right.
the
The
battery
little
ribbon.
circular thing that fell off, the little silver thing on the side of the one where he fell off somewhere else. You're like, damn, man. Like, spongy ass headphones that came just back
Oh
in the day
yeah.
with a spongy ass. Sheesh. Back in the day was the truth, man. If
You
we
had to
knew how
really
dope
get
it
it.
was, if you knew how dope it was to be back, man.
That's why
Like
we
right now,
appreciate that shit.
exactly. Like it's dope now though because a lot of people are going through their back in the day right now. Like something they're gonna be thinking about like 30 years from now. Like yo, remember? You know what I mean? Whatever the hell they're back in the day is like. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. When that CD player fell, that was detrimental. Like I ain't gonna hold you. That was what? Searching for that other battery.
That was
Looking
hardcore.
around.
Hit the
What?
brakes on the bike and start
What? The
searching.
skid too? Like
Scooby
what
Doo
the
out of nowhere. Put the bike upside
what?
down on the handlebar so no one could just jack it real
Right to
quick.
run off on it?
I
Yeah.
remember all the tricks, man. I remember all that shit. Like, ain't no one gonna take my shit. Hold up.
Right, hold on. Let me look for this battery in depth. Look at this shit in depth.
See your
No.
homie put it on the side. You're like, I wouldn't do that.
Mm-mm.
It's
Not over
easy
here.
to
You got
pick up
and you got the pedal on the back too, make them slide off on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nah. Oh, you had the peg. No, I said pedal. You had the peg on the back. Yeah, easier to slide. Yeah, easier to run off with your. You know what I mean? That's crazy. Come on now, let's be real though. Let's be real though. How happy were you when that Sony came out? That Sony Discman with the anti-skip.
Well, I was super happy.
What? I must have begged and pleaded for 6 months to get that anti-skip.
You know how many
Man.
bikes I stole for that?
You said how many bike? Oh, I was gonna say bike. No, it's crazy. I was gonna say I was gonna say like because I didn't get. I said my bad. You know how long I begged for it, right? I begged for 3 months for that shit until I had to go steal it.
Oh, you just stole it.
Because they wasn't getting it wasn't coming. You just threw me off with that whole like, you know how many bikes I had to steal? I was like, yo, you too, man.
I had to flip bikes for that thing.
Damn.
My dad was like, "Where'd you get this money from?" I was like, "Oh, I just haven't been eating at lunch." "Oh, you shouldn't do that." "But here it is." I was like, "Oh, you still gonna take my money?" All right.
Nah, we still got
Go ahead.
1
It's been a
month
couple
and a
episodes.
week. No, we got 1 month and 2 weeks.
Hey, we talking about theft. It's only right. I had to get mine.
I feel you. You get past
for the Discman. It was a Discman hype. That's all.
the Discman
I
hype.
had to get that. Whoo, the anti-skip with the little
The
sticker.
anti-scap. Oh yeah. Yeah. With the white label. Yeah, with the white label.
To prove it.
Let you know.
When the homies see, like, which
Yeah,
one is it? Like, see.
Oh look at him. He's still holding this man like this. I'm holding mine like this when I walk. Like, I'm
Oh,
holding mine
my.
like this. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Wow. What? That was crazy. Like, see now, y'all, man, y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all got just born with everything right here. As soon as you buy the phone, you're like, oh, let me just turn it on. Like, I got
Turn it
everything.
on, log in, everything's
Yeah,
there.
that's crazy. That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Crazy.
That's beautiful, man.
Good times.
I like we got a little moment to go in good times, man. Like, cause the world is full of like just one bad thing after the next, like, and they don't focus on or highlight a lot of good things, like just that going down memory lane of like, cause I remember being on that bike just. I don't even know what I was listening to. I think it might have been Vanilla Ice. Like, you know what I mean? The soundtrack to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like, you know what I mean? Part two. Like, you know what I mean? I remember back in the day. Like that is dope. And then we got to go back to reality because, like, when I think about stuff like that, because then I'm like, yeah. But after that, I want to go smoke a little some, enjoy some
Chill.
Tylenol. Like, and then as soon as, what do you do when you smoke? You get on your phone, you just check in with current events or maybe get a notification. And then they tell you stupid things about the things you're smoking. And then you start feeling stupider because your man brought it up last pod. And then you go back and start doing more research. Like, so the whole Tylenol situation didn't work. It didn't alleviate nothing.
The wrong alleviation.
Right, exactly. So, this one was insane to me. Because like I said, after our last talk about this situation, I was like, okay, so it was on my radar. And then this came up where it said, a woman actually, sorry, a woman stabbed her boyfriend to death, or yes, yeah,
Mm-hmm,
sorry,
mm-hmm.
yeah, a woman got high with her boyfriend, and just had a random weed psychosis take over her. She stabbed this dude like over like 100 times. She stabbed herself, officers, and when the officers were trying to get her to stop, they actually broke her arm with a baton just to get her to stop stabbing herself and everybody else. She just wasn't there, like, and that was just interesting to me because the very first thing I thought when I saw that was, what is a weed psychosis? I never heard of that. Like, never heard of that. I'm like, I thought they were just making this up. I'm like, yo, okay, because it's legal now, so they're trying to find a way to push back. I'm like, that's okay. Here they go. All right, anyway, so I dismiss it, and then I'm okay. So I'm still smoking mine. I'm like, wait a minute, we just spoke about this on the last pod. Let me go down, you know what I mean? Because we were talking about the carts and everything. So I was like, you know what? Let me really take a look at what she was talking about. And lo and behold, here we go. The THC content in the shards, the carts, and things of those natures. And weed psychosis is really a thing. They reported on it too. I have a secondary link. I didn't know if you got to check that out.
Nah,
No worries. But you had a secondary link that actually explained actual weed psychosis and that they reported on it actually 2.5 years ago. That says it does happen in more adolescent minds, like I would say 19 and under, especially makes sense because their brains are still forming. But like I said, I never knew this was a thing. So that's why I was kind of dismissive about it on the pod last time. I was like, whatever, bro, it's like the flower. Like, no big deal. Like, it's like, no, it's a thing. Like,
yeah.
especially now because what the bigger issue is what's being put. Not only is it making them, they're making them 8 to 10 times stronger just for concentrates, of course, because that's what sells. But they're not really regulating like how the process is as well as stringent as they should. So, like I said, so that's what's pretty much enabling the the weed psychosis, really. Like, so it's once again we're back to the same issue of regulation of this industry because if you really look at the second link, because this is going to be a topic, I feel like we're going to come back to this a few more times. But yeah, they said that this dispensary industry right now is actually starting to overshadow alcohol, and that was quick. That was very quick. So I could see why. Of course, like if you look at the OxyContin situation, the FDA, like what I mean, when they have a good product they know is going to sell off the shelves, they are, what I mean. Sometimes they're trying to find ways to just push it through because it's flying. So, like I said, we're gonna. Sorry, that was just what I wanted to say about that subject. I wanted to ask your opinion about all of that.
I mean, when I saw this from when you brought it up on the doc, man, I just immediately thought, oh, this is gonna be one of the fine print ones. As soon as it gets legal, like the Tylenol, like get blah 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 chronic, and it's gonna be like can cause
Weed psychosis. Mild psychosis.
Yeah. Like all that's just gonna be right there. Like
Bang.
this to me was like, oh, this is when they can put in the chamber for that. This is gonna be one
Oh
of the
wow.
fineprints. Like, oh yeah, this could cause that. But I just feel like this is what happened with drugs. Like they affect everybody differently.
Mm-hmm.
And you and many others have dropped this gem to me off pod, and it's just something I think our culture kind of lives by. And it's like you got to be with good people and you got to know what you're doing, right? When you're doing
The
this kind
first
of
two
stuff,
rules, yeah.
you know what I mean. You need to kind of
Yeah.
just know what you're getting into and be around good people. And I think a lot of people are doing this shit, going crazy on their own, and who knows. But I think some people get drunk and they get violent.
Know them.
Right?
We know them.
And some people take perks and they go crazy. Like I don't think it's specifically the weed thing as much as like you got to just know everything can affect you the same
Agreed.
as the next person. And I think that gets lost. And maybe it's because it's legal now and everybody wants to do it on the gram or you know, they got to show like they do that. And it's
True.
cool.
Yeah.
But also like, if you ain't ready to do it like that in public and all that, then don't do that yet. But I just want to say, I think in general, drugs are going to affect everybody differently. That's why they give you a billion different side effects for whatever they're advertising on Big Pharma, etc. So the same ain't no different from the plant, right?
Exactly.
They would, back in the native tribes, if they used the peace pipe, they give you only a certain amount because they know they're going to sweat you out in the lodge. And they need to make sure you're ready. You can't be too gone, too bunkers. Or,
exactly.
You know. But if you needed to be bunkers and gone, they're going to do that. But it's, like I said, around the people you need to be around who are watching to make sure it's not going to get out of hand.
Exactly.
We need to hold you down and tie you up. We need to hold you down and tie you up to your cool. Like this kind of comes as a ritualistic thing, and like it's community in a sense, right? Like you got to just be with good company and people that are looking out for you, especially if you're new at the game. And like the peace pipes, all that, all that was coming of age kind of shit. And you had elders around to make sure, right? And so a lot of that's gone. A lot of that culture is gone.
Yep.
And it's just sad that she went kind of crazy, but I just want to, send out a message to everybody to let y'all know, like, I'm sure any of y'all have people who drink and they're comedians after. And you have people who drink and turn into MMA fighters. And you got people who drink. And so you just got to know this shit's going to affect you differently. So pace yourself, take your time, enjoy, don't go crazy.
Right.
You know what I mean? I have a little slogan I use. What is it? Be safe but celebrate, or something like that. You know what I mean? Like it's like as long as you could celebrate but be safe. You know, don't go too crazy, but you could celebrate. You could have a drink, toast up, whatever. Pop a molly, whatever y'all like to do. But just be safe if you're gonna celebrate. That's all.
Right.
But
I'll give you a perfect example. Like it's just, I think it's all about just being grown, like grown minded.
100%.
And but like I said, you have to go through things to know some things. Like, so these are children. Like, to be honest, 19 is a child to me still. Like I think she was 19. Like she was 19. But that's still a child. Like, I didn't really become a connoisseur, really, like, you know what I mean? Really start getting in touch with how I got my relationship with you know what I mean? With the Tylenol, like, until, like, I don't know, 25, like, but that's because I got to build my tolerance up. I got to, see what's kind of different. And especially back then, we got cookies. Oh, what else you got? Cookies. Oh, what else you got? Blue cookies. Like it was cookies. Like we in the Bay Area. If you know, you know. Like there was a whole damn near. If you ain't have cookies, you ain't have nothing. Like it was bad. Like it was boof. So, but anyway, you start branching out. You getting your tolerance right. But you're with, like I said, you had a community, people you always smoke. This my dude. He usually got this, and this my man. Like, But 3 years later, like, you know what I'm saying? Now your tolerance is up. You're into this. Like, okay, you're like, oh, I like this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it makes sense. Like me personally, I can't, like, I couldn't smoke cookies right now if I wanted to. Like, I ain't gonna do nothing. Like, I ain't gonna do nothing. Elevation too strong. Like, you know what I mean? Elevation. I'll shop at cookies, but I won't. You know what I mean? But I won't. You know what I mean? Smoke now. But like, what I was trying to say is though, so it's like the new generation now though, they're coming in the game with the shatter, the cars. I didn't come in the game with none of this. I don't even use it now. Like the biggest thing I'll do is a gravity ball because I know my level. That's one bowl. Like you know what I mean. I know what I was for me. Like because I had to go through some stuff to know some stuff. But now, like I said, these new chemicals, these new products they're coming out with, like I say, they're 8 to 100 times%, like more than what's just in a single bud. Like, you know, because that's how I look at weed because I just only indulge in flower. So I'm like, oh, just a bud, yeah, 2 buds. Yeah, you know, just smoke. Put it in there, 3 buds, put it whatever at the end of the day, it's still flower. Like, you know. But like I said, like I'll give you a perfect example. One of my good friends, big I don't know what those things are. Those big vape things, those big it's got whatever he smokes, like he vapes, but he also dabs. So
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
yeah, so he's got this big contraption like for dabbing. It's got like I think the shit got Bluetooth on it. Like it's got like a keypad on the side, like
Oh
levels,
shit, yeah.
like he's like super into it. Like he's got like this whole channel. He spends most of his time just blowing and then making designs out the smoke. Like and I'm like, he's been doing it for like 5, 6 years. Like, and I'm like, okay, you just into that. That's your thing. And then he recently hit me with, yo, I'm coughing blood. And I said, not healthy. You are 24 years old. No, I said, you're 20. No, he's 28. He's 28. I'm like, yo, you're 28, bro. Like,
He probably
that's
started when he's 24, going crazy.
exactly. So I was like, yo, fam, that's nowhere near healthy. And then he said, so he got medical help. They told him they have no idea what it is.
Of course they don't.
I was like, how do you? I diagnosed it in 2 seconds, no commercials. He was like, yo, hey, I'm coughing blood. That vape, Bill, stop doing that. Quit.
Half the time, they don't even tell the doctors about that part.
Oh yeah, of course not.
Usually,
That's crazy. That's true. That
awesome.
is true though. That's true. Doctors can't diagnose you if you lying.
My chest, yo, I got blood. And be like, oh, what you been doing? Oh, nothing. Just
Just working out, running.
Here, out burgers and shit. Like it ain't about your food, dog.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, pal. But yeah, but like I said though, shout out to brother because he actually listened to me. He actually went to the doctors, I want to say, for a year straight. Kept doing what he was doing. Didn't care. Like getting worse. But he was like, all right, whatever, like whatever. Okay, cool. Finally after like a year, I told him stop calling me. I don't want to hear it. Like I said, look, if you're not gonna like, you know what I mean, work on yourself and change, I don't want to hear it about it. I don't want to hear it. So then called me 6 months later after that. Got a good workout plan, good regimen, quit doing all that. Like now I think he just called me, I want to say a couple months back. I was like, yeah, I moved to Oregon, I'm doing great. Ain't coughed up anything negative besides mucus in like 8 months, 9 months. Like I'm like, yeah, you quit vape. Like, you know what I'm saying? You quit. Like I'm back on flower. I'm like, that's good. But I want to advocate. I don't have anything against like the products or anything like that. I just think that we should just be regulating the products a little bit more. Like, and we should be reading more. Because like I said, I wasn't familiar with this part of the game, I should say. You know what I mean? Because this is not my lane. Like, you know what I mean? I'm OG. I my little situation, I'm out the way. Like, you know what I mean? I know my level. I'm good with it. So like, I just think it's interesting. Like these kids are trying to compete with each other. I'm trying to get more high than you. Like that's crazy. Like I didn't know that was a thing. I'm trying to get there. Like, but how do you win that game? How can I tell who got more high?
Like keep the competition in hip hop. You don't gotta smoke as much as Wiz, or say you can smoke more than Snoop, or be real. Like it's cool. Don't worry about it. Like
man said, I'm higher than you. Okay, and who's gonna drive us home now?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now we're gonna do. Now we stranded.
While you up there, can you give me some snacks?
Right. Sheesh. That's crazy. Like no, it's also it was crazy because I do my little boots on the ground situation. So I was actually at a studio last night recording part of my video. It was interesting because everybody's turning up and big smoke in the air, big bottles, big Remy's, big Hennessy's, other things that go in cups. You know what I mean? Like big pills, like like a hip hop environment, pretty much, like an artist hip hop environment, pretty much. And I'm sitting there because I'm just a fly on the wall. I'm just big camera, like fly on the wall. Every 5 minutes, dude's like, hey, you want to hit this? I'm good. Hey, you want to hit this? I'm good. Like, when hit, I'm good. Like, and then at the end, the dude was like, at the end, the guy was like, hey, yo, how come you didn't, like, cause I know you, like, you partake. And I'm like, bro, I am 3 hours from home. Like, I have to drive. Like, if I would have took at least half of the shots you offered me, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm jeopardizing my situation. I know, like, I'm good off one shot. I don't drink like that. Like, so if I'm gonna enjoy my one shot, I want to be at home with my feet kicked up. Like, you know what I mean? I want to get the work out the way. Like, I know that now. But if you would have, if this was 15 years ago, 10 years ago, I probably would have got a DUI that night. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so,
Right.
shout out to growth. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and that's why I said it's kind of unfair for the youth because they don't get a chance to even really get to be kids as much as, like, I feel like we grew up, like, pretty quick. Like, I felt like we was handling, like, really adult behaviors and activities and responsibilities around 13, 14. But I feel like nowadays, like, kids are in a rush to grow up without even having to be thrust upon growing up. They just want to do all the adult things faster, like, except, like, pay bills, except that. And get the job. Yeah, exactly. But or fight for the country. Like, you know what I mean? Things like that. You know what I mean? But and I just think it's unfair though. Like the way society, sorry, America, because it's not like that over. I don't think it's like that in Japan. It's not like that over in Europe. It's not like that in UK. Where like they're actually banning these things. Like they don't even have the same food we have. Like, but like so, it's just insane to me. Like as an American society, like why would we want to ruin the youth? Like the thing that's coming next to actually sustain this country. Like these things are crazy. Like there's a big, like I said, there's a big, like you said, dog whistle about certain things. Like like I feel like there's a big plan around for certain sections, certain factions, certain people. Like certain, like you know what I mean. It just isn't, and I just don't know the bigger plan. Don't know the bigger picture. Like it's just crazy when you just get to see one piece. It's like 1,000. It's like 1,000 piece puzzle, and you got like two over here, and you got like two, like one over here, and you're like, I got one over here. I got 6 pieces. Like, but it's 1,000. And you might not even have 6. You might even got 3. In your mind, you might think you got 6. Like, you know what I'm saying? You probably only got 3. Like, you know what I mean? On 1,000 piece.
You got 3.
Yeah.
You just count a couple pieces twice, but you got
right. Yeah. 3. Yeah. You're still just trying to put them together. You're like, oh, they don't. I got 3 pieces. I don't know where they go. I don't know if they go together or not. You know, that's pretty much how I feel like with life is right now. Because, like you said, I told you about my experience or whatever. So, but it's like it's just when you think about it, it's like it just feels like a game that, like I said, like we don't know the rules to. We don't know who's the actual real characters. Like we don't know, like we don't know who the real refs are. Like it just we're just like okay, we're just over here just being shock valued to death like every day in the media system. Like it's just very interesting.
Yeah, man, I don't like. I agree with you. I don't like that the kids got to grow up even more fast and deal, or even just be worrying about adult kind of things so early. But it's because they think they have to live online in a public
Yeah.
fashion, which those are the pressures that adults kind of have. You know what I mean? Like as a kid, we didn't have as many pressures. We only had the pressures of like the people at school, making sure they knew what time it was and who I was or whatever. But now it's like not only them, I would make sure the next school and the other school in my district, and then everybody
next
that
state of
follows
school,
them.
exactly.
Yeah, it's just like and then my team, and then those teammates, and then they're so it's just too much for these kids. And then the last thing I'll just kind of talk about what you mentioned that struck something with me is just like they just gotta grow up so fast that like you're saying something about how like it's passing alcohol, and that's kind of when I say this, I don't mean it the way it sounds, but it's by design, and it's by design because weed doesn't hurt you as much as alcohol. Your bounce back is going to be faster. You could try it again. If you drink and go have a hard night with booze, you ain't drinking the next day.
You need a day. Yeah, you need a day. Yeah,
you ain't drinking the next day. But you get mad lit and fall asleep the next day. You could be like, yeah, well, that was crazy. I'll just try to take 2 lessons. It's just like, man, you need to give yourself a break. But you don't feel as shitty as you do with booze, so you're not that little kind of clock thing that's telling you to ease up doesn't really kick in. And that's what I mean by design. Like, weed is made to help and be that medicine, but if you just keep taking Tylenol or Excedrin migraine because you got a headache and you're like, I just don't want to ever have a headache, so I'm just keep taking it every day. Like no, don't do that. like you know what I mean? Like,
I just don't want to have a headache, so I'm gonna take it now.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And it's like, nah, you need to just chill. like it's medicine. Like, get in the right mind state, get in the right place, take your medicine, and then and listen to your body, kind of thing. But I think a lot of people, it's hard with weed because you can bounce back. You know, maybe the edible is going to last a lot longer, but as soon as you're over, you can be like, well, that was crazy. I'll just do half now. You know, and it's
that's pretty much how it works.
Right? But
gotta go some shit, know some shit.
That's the double-edged sword of the cannabis thing, and it's by design, and that's why NBA has it legal, because players aren't drinking now; they're just hitting their little Tylenol and they cool.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, NFL.
The NBA and NFL made weed legal.
Yeah.
That's fair. Oh, what year did that happen?
I feel like a couple of years ago. I want to say around the pandemic-ish or so. But yeah, man, and it's a big deal, and that's what I mean. Fire. Like, it's by design. You're made to be able to bounce back and get back to your life. Right. But if you can't balance that, then
right, exactly.
That weed, that's gonna mess you up.
Right. Gonna mess you up, like the best example in the world. I mean, we don't have to explain it to anybody, but the best example in the world is, like, say you get drunk, like, because you know all these movie theaters got bars now, so it's like, say you go there and have like 5 beers while you watch your movie, like, you're gonna be drunk like when you leave. Like I'm not just drunk, but you know what I'm saying. Like, it could be half a bottle, whatever I'm saying. Like, if you're drinking consistently through the movie or whatever, like, you're gonna fucking be drunk as hell when you like leave, or if you stop for an hour before. If you smoke, you could leave halfway through the movie and go smoke, and you know what I mean, and then come back and watch the rest of the movie. Like, you're gonna be fine to go home, like, because that's just what it does. It's not made. You might sleep through the rest of the movie when you come back, and then they'll wake you up, but you'll be sober when you wake up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, either way, like, you're gonna be fine to go home. Like, but if you like, it's like you said, it's not by design. Like, it was made to be. It was put here by whoever for that purpose. So once again, I've noticed everything that we do, we alter. That's when it becomes negative to our body. Like what they're doing with the pesticides, and they're trying to hurry up and rush it. Like, we're trying to ferment, we're trying to ferment fruits and things like that, and we're making alcohol. That's not good for us. That kills our liver. Like we don't have any long-term health effects from this plant right here. So, like, I think if they just go back to stop trying to overprice it and hurry up and push it out and manufacture it, like, and just go back to just like being like, hey, it grows this way at a certain time because it's supposed to. Let it do that. Like, or they're trying to hurry up and, you know what I mean? Hurry up and buy. So that's how it goes.
100%.
Speaking of hurry up and buy, how do you feel about this Alec Baldwin situation?
Honestly, I'm a little in the dark about it. My sister's been following this one, but I don't know. We talked about it kind of early when the first, and I guess I just kind of
gave the update.
I just kind of had the same stance, man. Like, I feel like they're really trying to make him be the one. There's mad producers on the show or in the movie. Sure. They should all be accountable. If we're looking for a scapegoat and someone to be accountable, then it should be all the producers. It shouldn't be just the biggest star or producer. We've talked about this
countless times. Yeah, definitely.
It's kind of interesting that it got dismissed. That was right. That part was
that's what I was on. That's what I was on.
I was like, oh, that was interesting for the most part. But I'm not too up on it. But when you brought this up and I looked into it a little, I was just like, damn, like, they just dismissed it, like, on some evidence shit, right?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
the prosecution suppressed evidence,
right? Which is kind of funny when you think about it, because that's literally what was happening in the YSL trial.
That's why when I was like, oh, yeah, when it's over here too.
Yeah, and they ain't dropping nothing over there. So I thought it was interesting. Like, no, the judge ain't leaving. No, nothing's going on. Well, wrong case. But anyway, but on this case, they suppressed the evidence. They didn't turn over the bullets, I want to say, for or something like that for testing. So the judge was like, that's a breach of protocol. So I have to drop the case. And to be honest with you, I don't think they're going to refile. Like, there's no, I mean, come on now. They'll drop it. It's not, there's no need.
They're trying to appeal maybe to go to like a higher court or some shit. But it's like,
no, once the case is dropped, like, I'm saying, what's the point of the prosecutor picking the case back up and trying to redo it? It's like, yo, like, it's just dead in the water now, man. Like, 100%. I think Alec Baldwin needs to get low. I just want to just touch on the part of, like, I think they might have actually had this case. If they would have took it to jury, they might have had it. I think they might have had it. Just because on sympathy alone, and sometimes people just want to see, like, you know, the giant fall. Like, you know, just on the strength of that. Like, but yeah, well, after you drop the ball like that, you just let that one go. Like,
yeah. If you didn't bring the right shoes to the game, man, you can't play.
I just had the craziest thoughts of, like, because, you know, he do the Donald Trump impersonations, right? I would hate to see a him impersonation with anything involving any bullets or guns or anything. It's that would
don't have him do the assassination,
right? On SNL. On SNL, come on, that
that's the stuff. The gun, the bullet.
No, that's not it. That's not it
at all.
Because I'm really excited about this TV topic. So I'd rather get a TV. Yeah, I'd rather get a TV topics, man, because we have an extensive one. We both have been actually glued to the tube, man.
Yeah, man.
First off, as T-Bert part of the situation, I just want to give a big shout out to Riskel for pulling me to the side and being like, "Yo, if you want to get your edit on, these are the, you know what I mean, this is the perfect format to get your edit on. You can watch anything in the world, you know what I mean. So now I got time to watch, and I'm over here watching." So let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. And I'm talking about, just to let everybody know, anything that we have seen together and are caught up on together, there will be spoilers.
Mm-hmm.
And just to be on the same page as our audience, I'm known for major spoilers. I'm known for major.
Indirectly.
On accident. Not on purpose. Not like I'm trying to ruin it for you.
Accident. Definitely.
Yeah, just letting you know. But we don't have too many that we caught up with, but I'm just really happy that we there. Because like we didn't, you know what I mean? I've been missing this little my little TV segment, man. Let's get it. So I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna kick this off, man. I'm gonna kick it off because we caught up on Shogun. My man. Okay, so first off, I just actually shot myself in the foot because actually I just totally lied to my audience. This is the only show that I watch you can't edit at the same time because that shit is in full Japanese.
Yeah. Certain shows you could watch and certain shows you have to just.
But yeah, and I'm not even gonna lie to you. I started on you sent me the situation on Monday. So yeah, I turned it on. I had the product, you know what I mean, ready to edit. And let's say Tuesday, I will say Tuesday morning I started editing. Because had to watch that Shogun, man. Had to give it the full attention it deserved, it needed. Wow. Yo. I couldn't even. And it's crazy too, because every time like I kept thinking like the season was finna end, like because I'm on episode 8, episode 9. Episode 10. I'm like, yo, like it can't end. Like it can't. Like, oh, okay, it's going, okay. Like that, man. Yeah, that was that show. I dropped everything I had to do that day. I was like, we just gonna order in. No, don't worry about it. You don't have to move either. Like you don't have to move. We gonna read lips. We gonna get background. We gotta watch every scene. What you saw, you look that direction. I'm gonna look this direction. Like we gonna pile notes and come together at the end. Like because it was so crazy. Like if you blinked or looked away, you're gonna miss like something. Like I need to find out who the director of that was because that was. I don't even have words for it. Like that, like it was crazy. Because when you told me it was only one season, I was like, oh, okay, it's gonna be one of those one and dones that are gonna be like kind of cool. But they just draw you in from the beginning. Very first thing I want to say is, as somebody who is not familiar with the Asian culture, I want to say this is Japanese culture. Am I correct?
Yes, and
Okay.
the Blackthorn story is like a common story, like a big
Okay.
common story of the person that came to Japan thing. So
Mhm. Oh, okay. Yeah, as an American citizen who's super layman, doesn't know anything about the Japanese race or culture or history, just to come in and just see how they are presented as such an honorable, respectful, like you know what I mean, community like of people, like, and to see how barbaric like the American or not Americans, I think it's the Portuguese or
British,
the British. I think yeah,
British,
the
and then the
Portugal were there as well.
Portuguese. Yeah,
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 but to see how they came in, they were like so what's the word? They had the bravado, they had the arrogance, the foolishness. Like to come
yeah.
in there and be like,
Primal
"Yo,
innocence.
yeah, yeah." They're like, "I'm coming over here. We're gonna pillage and take over everything." And they were like, "You finna come in here and just do what now?" Like, oh, the savages. Like, they call them. What they call them? The Japans. I like how they call them the Japans.
The Japans,
Like,
yo.
yeah, that shit was wild. But like I said, the script was everything. Man, this is a two blunts up, three blunts up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even. What do you want, man? So many things to say. I'm just overwhelmed. Like, just everything about that show. Yeah. Just, if you want to kick anything off, man, just go kick something off, man.
The visuals were amazing. The
What?
story was great.
What?
Um, you can tell they wrote it and shot it to be one and done. Now, how
Mm,
they gonna fix it and do the next season because they got the hugest bag in the world? That's gonna be interesting, and I can't wait to see. But
mm,
I really enjoyed it, man. Like the
yeah.
character development, they
Mm,
switched at the right time when I just maybe wanted to get a little more about Homegirl, cut over to
mm,
Homeboy.
yeah.
It was just like they just kept me like moving from each person. And
Yeah. Facts.
growing up in the era that we grew up in,
Mm,
like your words really meant something. And so
facts.
to see that, and from back then, it was like stand on business on
Serious,
your
serious.
word.
Yeah. For real.
Like, man, like I just loved seeing that. And I hope a lot of people that are younger can see that and just take that to heart. You know, like you should mean what you say. Don't just say something to be, um, what is it, like inflammatory? You know what I mean? Like just
Mm,
say what you feel, say what you mean, but
mm,
it's okay to be wrong and all that. But like, man, that was the thing for me I really liked about this show was just like the honor and
mm.
the loyalty and the
Damn. That
the
was crazy.
respect.
Mm,
And the thing I thought was crazy was the underlining part of religion and how they're trying to creep it into their culture.
mm,
You got the
mm,
Christians and you got the Catholics, everybody trying to weave
mm.
in.
Yep.
And I'm like, whoo, chess matches, religious chess matches, fam. That part was
And they was
crazy.
playing in backdoor games, sorry, backroom games too, for sure.
Completely,
I
fam.
thought just to elaborate real quick, because when you said the respect and traditional, like of standing on business, I just got the one scene in there. I just want to that this is what made me watch the show completely. Is when the you already know what I'm talking about. You already know what I'm talking about.
I think I do.
When Toranaga was at the initial meeting and with the council and obviously he was being disrespected. Like, you know what I mean? They was talking. Bro, even the way they get disrespectful with the mouth is crazy, fam. Like it's respectfully like disrespectful. Like they mastered the respectfully, but disrespectful. Like they mastered that, fam. Man. Y'all youngsters that we ain't got nothing on that.
That yin
Like,
and yang
they
talk for
yeah, for
real.
sure. Like that was crazy. But as soon as they were talking to brother and he was getting too many. I'm sorry, Toranaga. As soon as he was getting too many insults, one of his students or or people in his fellowship stood up and hit the sword. Like, hold on, I'm not gonna let you talk about my dude like this. Woo woo. And he said, hold on. Even in his way, he was like, you dishonor me by thinking that he's disrespecting us. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, oh, bars.
Right.
Like, and then, but like he said though, he has such loyalty for his master, like not master. I don't know what the title he had.
We'll say
Yeah,
Lord because it was like a Lord
Lord.
kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
Lord.
yeah.
But he has so much respect and admiration for him that he can't make him look or the clan look bad in any form or fashion. So he said,
And
"Oh, I'll kill myself and my child and my whole lineage for just over speaking." Like,
yeah, my
I don't.
bad. I'll make
Yeah,
sure none of us ever make this mistake because my whole bloodline is done, son.
that when I saw that, I was like, "Yo, like, nah, I'm not doing that." Like, nah, like, and then, but even having his wife having to hear that news and not run off with the baby, like and then go through the, you know what I mean, just all that, like that was like what, one episode, like, but just even that, like, was going crazy on
Yeah,
while in the midst of heck of stuff going on, you know what I mean, like, so just that show itself, like, I had to watch that whole season. I binge watched it, not upset about it at all. The wife came around 4 o'clock in the morning, was like, "Yo, how many episodes is this?" I was like, "Yo, I thought it was over last one, but it turns out this is the season finale. I'll see you soon."
I see you at breakfast.
Pretty much. I sure was tired that day too. Tuesday, I was tired. Videos was late that day. But that was a good watch. Worth every minute I stayed awake. Worth every minute. The cast was great. There's so many. This is like. Did you ever watch Game of Thrones?
No, I've been on the fence. Should I watch it or not?
No, I'm saying I haven't watched it either. I'm like, how I'm talking about Shogun is how I be hearing other people talk about Game of Thrones. 100%. Like, you know, that's how I'm talking right now. Like this, the exuberance, the energy they be having. Like, yo, and what about the Crystalist? You're like, what the heck? I don't know. Like, whatever the hell I'm talking about. But anyway, yeah, Shogun, like I said, 10 blunts up. I have no idea what they're gonna do. I'm not even gonna give away nothing. I want y'all to watch this. Like every episode, you're gonna have to rewind some stuff, come back a few times. I might watch it again before they come out with season 2.
Oh, I gotta refresh.
Gotta, because this is the truth. Bro, they made you fuck with every character in some way. Like you had to, bro. Like
even the Catholic homie and all that, like
bro, you know who I hated on the show that ended up like feeling bad for, bro? Medica's husband, bro, or whatever her name was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, at first I hated him at first, bro. I was like, oh, he an asshole, blah blah blah. And that, and you're like, oh, I feel bad for bro. Like that man went through everything to try to love her. Like she was, he even cried about it. He thought, what she get with me? Ice. Like, as soon as he walk around and Jen walk around here, all of a sudden they pan over to her. She over on the horse over there smiling and shit. I'm like, oh yeah, she do be smiling around this nigga. I'm like, oh yeah, she don't be smiling nowhere. Like that's true. She don't be smiling.
And he kept a respect the whole time. He kept a player, fam.
Yo.
Fucking player, dude.
Right? Even at the end, fam. That's what hurt my heart. That's when I was like, yo, like, you know what I mean? If this was real life though, like that's crazy, fam. She was like, I don't want to die. What the fuck? No, I just want to be away from you, motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean? I'd rather live 1,000 years without you than die today with you, nigga. Like, what the fuck? You're like, damn, nigga, you know you about to die tomorrow. Like, you know what I'm saying? You telling this nigga I'd rather die, like, without you any day of the week. Like, yo, it's crazy. Like, that's crazy. Show. Yeah, it is. It is. On all levels. All levels.
Oh, y'all, watch if you haven't watched it, watch it. If you have watched it, let us know in the comments what your favorite scene is or what your favorite character is.
Yup.
Yeah, let us know.
Favorite episode?
Yeah.
And I also like
homeboy to kill himself was crazy.
What'd you say?
Like, remember when Blackthorn just told that dude to kill himself? You're just speaking crazy and reckless. Get out my face, you should kill yourself. What did he say? Kill myself? Okay. Remember that dude?
No.
The dude at the house? The like worker?
Oh, you mean Urije?
Yeah, I don't remember the names, but yeah.
Oh, yeah. I watched
remember,
it.
But
about the pheasant?
Yeah.
Yeah, about the pheasant. Yeah, I thought that was wild, fam.
That's
what
I'm saying. He's just saying it as a joke, like, yeah, my face, you should kill yourself type shit.
Yeah. No, he said, don't touch it or you'll die, like, because he didn't know the language that well, like, type shit. He's like, don't touch, die, like, you know what I mean? And then
if you touch that, you should die, type shit.
Exactly, yeah. And then the house had a meeting, fam, and they were like, well, we gotta get rid of this pheasant, like, you know what I'm saying? We gotta get rid of this shit. So, I'm sick right now, so I'd rather kill myself than be sick, like, and go out crazy. So this is actually kind of cool for me now, so I go out on my own terms, like, wait, what? Like, yeah, exactly. You're like, wait, what? Like, the level of honor and commitment is just crazy. Like, and
amazing.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, go like Richter said, man, go watch that. Put that in. Yeah, like I said, I might have to go watch Game of Thrones. Somebody in the comments, let me know if you watch this and watch Game of Thrones. If this is on the same level as that, let me know because I'll go watch Game of Thrones.
I went on the fence. I'm not a big Game of Thrones type. I don't like that kind of stuff too much, but I've been thinking I need to get to it just so I know what's up. But maybe we'll do that.
Yeah. The only reason I'm even open, right, to Game of Thrones, not because of Shogun, but because of this new show, Outer Range, fam. Yo, first off, don't let the trailer fuck you up, cause it
They
almost
just
fucked
canceled
me
that
up.
too.
Huh?
They just canceled that shit too.
What? Out of range? Oh, that's crazy.
Literally like 2 weeks ago, fam. They just said we ain't gonna renew it.
Oh, that's crazy.
Right? I
Because
was looking into getting ready to watch it. I was getting ready to start watching. They're like, "Oh yeah, we ain't gonna do it no more." I was like,
oh, that's
"Because that's got our man, right?
crazy.
That's the guy,
Josh
Cable.
Brolin, that's my
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's got
That's
Cable in it.
Cable. Yeah.
Man from
That's
Goonies. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
crazy.
Damn, son.
Yeah, I feel like that's wild. Man, that hurt me more than hearing Trump get shot at. That's crazy. That's wild. Anyway, so I'm gonna watch it. They got 2 seasons. I'm still gonna watch. I'm still on
Oh yeah,
season.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm still gonna watch that. That's it's fire. But I was gonna say like, I'm not really the type of person who's into westerns, like country stuff, like. So like, I was just like, all right, well, I'm for some reason the who I think Prime was telling me like watch this or whatever, right? So I'm like, all right, let me get him a trailer, like what I'm saying. So hit him with the trailer. Trailer was horrible. I was like, oh, not gonna do that. So I watched something else. I think I watched a Beekeeper or something, and then
Mm.
after that was over, wife was asleep. I was like, you know what, man? I don't know why they keep throwing this at me. I was like, oh, because you like movies like this. When you like something, you start like, okay. So I'm like, oh, okay. I turn it on. I'm like, I literally say this to myself, I don't mess with the westerns, man. Like, if
Right.
they
Something
if
like
they
that.
ain't popping in episode 2, we abandon this whole endeavor. I turn it on. The first 5 seconds, I'm like, oh no, we in here. Oh, we in here.
Ooh, okay.
We in here.
I'm
No,
gonna
we
jump on
in
that.
here. We in here. I was like, yeah. So I binge watched till episode 5. But yeah, I'm in there. I haven't. Yeah, they didn't slow up on the action. They put their foot on the gas on the story immediately.
Hell yeah.
Like it's cool too because Josh Brolin, he doing his acting. It's pretty interesting because his wife, I can't remember her name. She's in a lot of other movies I've seen. Good actress. The cast though is pretty much like no name people. Like so, it's interesting to see like how the script comes about. Like when you watch Ozarks, you're like, okay, well, I don't really know all these people, but like they can make it work. So it's kind of something like that. You're watching these people's chemistry together. So it's kind of cool. But like I definitely recommend it, even though it got didn't get renewed. But I definitely recommend it.
Okay. I'm gonna check it out.
Good job.
I'm gonna check it
Uh,
out. I heard some good things about it, but um, I was like, oh, it's a western.
mm,
You know how I am.
right.
I'm like you with that. So I'm like,
Right. It turns out it's not really a western. It's just that they live in Wyoming, and that's just how they
okay,
dress it. That's how
yeah,
they
okay,
dress
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I
yeah,
thought
yeah.
western too, right? I thought western. I'm like, it's actually our current times. They just live in Wyoming. I'm like, oh, damn. That's how they live. That's how they living over there. It's like, isn't
No
that
wonder
crazy
Kanye
though?
like it out there.
Yo, hello. They actually mentioned that in the show though too. It's hella funny. They actually mentioned that in the show.
Was.
Somebody was talking crazy. Spoiler alert. I'm sorry, but it has nothing to do with the episode at all. It was just somebody talking shit. Somebody from Texas who was like coming by and was like, "Oh yeah, you're from Wyoming." He's like, "You're not from Wyoming, are you?" He said, "No, I'm from Texas." He said, "Oh, what do you think about Wyoming?" He's like, "Hey, y'all weird out here. Y'all be letting the Kimmys and the Kanyes come here and buy up all your stuff. Like I don't mess around, but hey, to each their own." I was like, "Damn, that's country shade is crazy." Country shade is crazy. But yeah, I thought that was dope though. But yeah,
That cowboy shit.
yeah, for sure. It was actually kind of funny because actually I got to see a really interesting dynamic, and you get to realize it's not just people of color. Like it's like sometimes it's really just a monetary dynamic. Like because it was funny because the reason why we thought it was a western, right? We see motherfuckers on horses. Like we instantly think western, right?
100%.
No, these motherfuckers just poor. The farm next to them niggas on the ATVs, the four wheelers, they
Oh
tilling with the
God.
big shit. Like I was like, yo, like, oh, you niggas just poor. Oh, like this ain't a western. That's bad. You guys just have bad, dilapidated circumstances. Oh, okay, this is different.
Right? Y'all actually the hood people of the
Yeah,
country.
exactly. I'm
You
like,
guys.
oh, okay. That shit was crazy. When I saw that shit, because they went to go have a meeting with the other person about something, and I was like, okay. I was like, why they got the ATVs? Oh, you're not on the horse on purpose? You ain't got no choice. I was like, oh shit.
Wow.
I thought you was down for the culture. Nah, this ain't a Western at all. Y'all broke. Like, oh shit. Okay, that changed the game. No, I thought it was funny though because, like I said, when we both saw the shit, we both thought Western. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We're
man.
like, he's like, you got the horse, the hat. I'm like, yeah, the fields. Oh, yeah, Western. Like, nah, not even close. It's hella funny. We so black. We so black. You got your black card back, fam. We black. We black. That nigga said Western. Nigga like, nah, it's 2024.
I was like, I just thought it was like some Yellowstone type shit. And
And I didn't watch that either.
I watched that and I
I
was just
didn't.
like, it's cool, but it ain't the best shit. But whatever. I'm gonna leave it
I ain't
alone.
watching. And that's Kevin Costner?
Yeah,
Oh, that's my man's too. That's
that's
crazy.
my man, but it's cool. It's all right.
And it got, hey, you know what though? I think I heard that show got renewed actually.
Oh, Yellowstone been cooking for everybody.
Yeah. Oh, that's
That's that
crazy.
Ellison stuff now.
Yeah, I haven't.
That's his problem now.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Let's see what Ellison does, Mr. David Ellison. That's his
Big
problem
Paramount
now.
Plus.
Yeah, let's see what he's gonna do with that.
I mean, ride into the sunset with it. I mean, it's got renewed already. They're doing their thing.
But you can
Ooh,
just come in now
appropriate
and
joke too. Right into the
shut
sunset.
it down too if you want.
Oh, that's true if he wants to.
That's what I'm saying. Pops just put $6 billion on it. He's like, you know what? I don't want to do it no more.
Damn, why would you? It's already successful.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
You can do what you want to do. That's true.
Exactly. Papa gonna give you $6 billion. You can do whatever the hell you want, man.
Hold on. I think I see right here that it says that you about to start The Boys this week.
Actually, I already started The Boys last night. Shout out to COVID. Keeping me just locked
Oh
in.
shit! Shout out to
So
COVID
now-
for getting our TV segment popping.
Right? So I'm at halfway. I'm at episode 4. Because the last episode comes out this week.
I think I already watched it. The last episode comes out this week.
Yes, sir. This Thursday.
They only did. Where am I at? Did I watch the 9th episode already? No, did.
The last episode comes out this week. That's why I started it. Because I was like, oh, I'm gonna
Oh
try
yeah,
to
you
catch
on
up.
time, yo. You'll be right on par.
So I'm gonna try to catch up. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I'm halfway. I'm about episode 4. Interesting season compared to others.
Right.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
What are your thoughts so far? No spoilers. I ain't trying to give you. I mean, spoil you. Spoil you out of it.
It's so far it's probably my least favorite season. But what do they call it? Penultimate, because it's the second to last season.
Right.
Sometimes it dips because they had to ramp up. So we'll see. Because next season is going to be the final. So for me, it's slumping a little. But I'm only halfway.
Right. So. Okay. I can't wait for you to finish it. I'll be waiting for that one as well. As far as worst season title, I don't know. Can it be?
Out of all the others.
Yeah, I'm like, can it be? Probably. Because I know the first season was cooking. Second season was fire. Third was No, I think it was the second was and the third was fire. And this one was I don't know, man. Like I think what they do is like they go for one season going crazy, like, you know what I mean? Well, the first season they had to go crazy, right? Obviously, they're introducing all the new characters. Second season, they're like, okay, I think this is what they're doing. Every other season, they're giving you like the backstory to plot the next season of something that's going to be bigger, like, you know. And then that next season they do it. So like they did. Season 2 was kind of more a backstory about who the next villain's going to be. Like, boom. Then season 3 it was a whole thing about fighting that villain. And season 4 is going to be like, okay, how about we're going to kill all the soups? Like, now, boom. Season 5 is going to be like, what's going to happen now? Like, you know what I mean? I think that's what they're going to do and end it. I noticed that's what they've done. Like, they take the and I've noticed that with who is that? Eric Kripke. He does a lot of that with his shows, like the Supernaturals, the anything that's on CW, damn near with Eric Kripke name it. If you hear Robert Singer in anything, it's him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. So like I said, I've noticed that same directing style since the 2000s. So that's just pretty much what it is. I don't think it's a good success strategy, like, because I like the shows like Walking Dead and Game of Thrones and Shogun. They don't have those seasons where, like, you know what I mean, or 4 episodes where you do backstory. Like, in an Eric Kripke season of any show that he does, you're guaranteed to get in the middle of the season 2 to 3 episodes of backstory about the characters, like, and then or a lot of filler episodes in between the season, like just because they don't want to put you on the main story the whole season, which I always thought was very weird because every other show, like 24 or The Following or any other show, is about the main thing the whole time. Like, so I just thought it was interesting, well, for this type of show to do it that strategy.
For sure.
Because The Boys is lit. Like they could have went crazier with. They could have went crazier.
I mean, what some of the best costumes, superhero show costumes, hands down.
Yeah,
hands down. Deep's costume, Homelander's costume, that shit looked dope. All that shit looked dope.
Nothing was waterboarding at all. Yeah, nothing was flotation device about Homelander's costume at all.
Black Noir costume, everything's sick.
Oh yeah, what is Black Noir's powers?
Well, they changed it from the fucking comic, so it's a little weird now.
Okay.
So that's where I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck. And
I still don't even. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's New Noir.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, my bad. That's New Noir though. That's why. Oh. And he got different powers, so we actually don't know what's going on. Like I said, the writing is all over the place. Like, I just got one question. So you've seen MM, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So what's up with the fake? Like, what's going on? Is it age? Is it what's going on?
So the reason MM looks the way he does now is because he's a leader, and so in the comic he changes his look a lot. And he changes his look based upon the vibe. And so now that he's the leader, he want to be, clean, looking sharp, got the cheekbones showing now. He want to look less thick. He want to look fit and the part. So, in the comic, it's the same thing. He changes his look because he's going through shit with his girl. He's going through shit with his daughter. He ballooning it up. But it's a nod to how it is in the comic, but without explaining that and kind of knowing that, it's a hard thing to get, right? You're just like, what the fuck is up with Laz? Laz looks mad skinny now.
Yep.
Like, is he going through some health shit? Is he doing Chadwick Boseman shit?
Facts.
Like I'm worried now. I'm not even focused on the character. I'm worried about his real health.
Facts. That's literally what happened. Facts.
But from my understanding, from interviews he's done, and what I know about the comic compared to this, is he's trying to show homage to that. It's just so drastic.
Right.
And I really hope he comes back to being like the normal MM that we're used to in the last season. I hope he gets back to being a little more big, just
more healthy looking.
It looks better on him.
Yeah, for sure. Because this is looking real Ozempic-ish. Like,
he's looking real like Dr. Dre sometimes be looking a little too skinny sometimes. You know what I mean? There's moments where Dre come out and I'm like, damn, son, your head is hella big.
Yeah, the Busta Rhymes thing, when Busta Rhymes weight fluctuating. Yeah, that type of shit. Yeah, you know what I mean? So,
but from shout out to
brothers.
This is on purpose. So,
okay, cool. So he's a method actor pretty much then.
Nah, method actor means he just never turns off. He's always in character.
Oh,
he's just going hard on
on this specific character,
the lore, as they call it.
Oh, on the lore. Okay.
The bullshit that's really in the story, but no, he's. We'll see, man. I just hope he's healthy, regardless. I just really hope he's healthy, and I hope he really did this as he's saying for the show and the lore. But I just hope he's healthy, man. Because
I have one more question, actually. Yeah, definitely weird. I had another question in the comic book because I haven't read the comic books. Does he wear those old school hip hop shirts in the comic? Oh, that's fire.
Shit is dope. Shit is dope, right? Shit is dope.
He wore some shit the other day on the other episode. I ain't gonna spoil it for you, but sometimes he be hit me with something. Oh yeah. I'll be like,
I need to look that up. I need to add that to the library. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so he does it in the comic book too. Oh, that's fire.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh, that's fire.
And, so we'll see, man. This
we'll tap back in with that.
Like.
Yeah, I'm all. Yeah, I don't know. I'll wait for you to catch up.
I wish the comic. I wish they stuck to the comic on the Black Noir, but I get it.
Yeah, see, I don't know anything. I got to read the comic, so.
I was like, I could spoil it, but I don't.
Yeah, spoil it. I ain't true.
In the comic, Black Noir is a Homelander clone, so he technically has the same powers as Homelander.
Oh, word.
That would have been way better than what the fuck they're doing right now. I don't know why they flipped it on this, but I'm like, to just know he's doing ninja shit this whole time, but he actually could laser niggas and do all this crazy shit. Like, that would have been ill, son. I don't know why they changed it, but they changed it. They made him punch his whole stomach and all that. So I don't know, man.
That'd have been fire.
That's why the comic is fire.
That'd have been crazy. That'd have been in the show, right? Crazy spoiler alert. Like, you know what I mean? That's how you know. Not spoiler. I mean, like, crazy, like, reveal. Like, I mean, that's how you get rid of Homelander. Homelander, motherfucker. Like, you know, easy, yeah. So, because all they're doing right now is just waiting for fucking the kid to grow up and maybe, hopefully, convince him to do it. Like,
to be him type shit.
Yeah, like, can you convince him to stop killing people and, like, or can you at least kill him, maybe? Like,
right.
Your dad? Because you're the only one that can? Like,
this season is not it for me, but a lot of penultimate episodes or penultimate seasons are like that. So I'm just taking it as it is. Penultimate
like
means second to last.
Yeah. I'm saying Eric Kripke, though. Like, because if this would have Walking Dead, people would have been dying left and right. Oh, yeah. Storyline would have been, you know what I mean, flying. But look, moving along, though. Excuse me. I haven't actually, I still haven't.
Don't worry about it. Don't even talk. Don't even worry about it. Don't even mention it.
Yeah, I'm like, I keep. All right, bad.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone. We ain't even gonna get
all right, so let's get in the movies, man. Let's get in the movies. Let's kick this one off. What have you seen in the movies?
Oh, I watched that Beekeeper. We were talking about that last time.
Yep, I watched it too.
Okay,
and I did. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Feel free to spoil anything you want.
Oh, no need to spoil, but it's for those kind of movies and that kind of genre. It was entertaining. Love seeing Felicia Rashad, OG in the
bigger
game.
Bigger facts.
Love that. Big fan of David Ayer.
Big facts.
Like I said last time, so I'm a support. Definitely looks like they got a universe they built and they can keep going with. So we'll see what's to come. But it's cool, man. It's cool. There's moments I just was like, all right. But I think it's one of those movies you're not supposed to take too serious. So
right.
I kind of had to just put my bags at the door and take my shoes off and come in and just enjoy. So
yeah,
it's cool. It's a good movie. Mindless action, and that's Statham. That's my man. That's your man.
Yep.
What'd you think?
I'm glad I advocated for this movie because I was with somebody who did not want to see this movie. They're like, I don't know if this is gonna be good. And I was like, look at the cast. They spent some money on the cast. They got Felicia.
Right?
She ain't coming cheap. She been charging the bag since the Cosby's. Like, come on, play with her. Like,
homegirl from Umbrella Academy.
Yeah, that's literally what I said. I was like, I think I wasn't having a woo because she fucked with Umbrella Academy. Like, I was like, come on, she ain't never been no slouch. Come on. It's been a bag on her. She's like, they just been a bag on her. She expensive. I'm like, yup, we're gonna watch this. Like, we gonna watch this.
Amazon got that dope.
Yeah, for sure. But we both enjoyed this though. It was a dope movie. Like, let's be real though. This is Jason Statham bag. Like, this ain't no kind of you know what I mean? This ain't no dark matter. This ain't no intellectual. Yeah, this ain't no Matt Damon.
John Wick's more real.
No, that's a whole different. Yeah, exactly. This is more like,
just Jason
this man just beat up 6 SWAT team niggas in front of the bank with all their weapons and shit and didn't get hit. He said, I'm like, bro, 6 of these niggas are for real. Like my thing is
like, what y'all doing here?
No, exactly. Pulled up in there was like, no. My thing was, he over there punching these niggas like they ain't got bodysuits on and helmets and shit. He hit niggas on top of the head with an elbow and they getting unconscious. I'm like, bro, how hard are you hitting, fam?
And then he shoot him, and then he punch him.
Yeah, exactly.
He got the vest on. That's what I mean. There's a few moments I was like, I'm gonna let it rock. I'm gonna let it rock.
That's all I'm gonna let it slide. This is cool.
Hold up. Oh yeah. This is your house. Where do I put my shoes? I'm gonna what else I gotta do? I'm in your house. Let me just respect.
I ain't gonna hold you. I did learn that honey is flammable though. I did not know that.
Same here. Didn't know that.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that was like tar and feathering motherfuckers back in it. Like, you could pretty much, you know what I mean? Like, that's crucial. Because he did his replacement. Yeah, he did his replacement kind of greasy. I'm like, oh, he gonna stall her out because it's a chick. Nah. She was fast. She brought that minigun out. She was fast.
She came with some toys.
She wasn't going out, and then she went out. But
The whole place blew up, and he found a GTR. I said, okay, okay.
Let me get the keys, fam. Like, it was like,
like,
and then the gas station blew up. He didn't even save, bro. Save, bro.
He let him there to cook. Oh my god, fam! This is so many moments. I'm just like, oh yeah.
This ain't your superhero. This is he just out for revenge, and that's it. Oh, that shit was hilarious. Wow. Hey, I like the fact that after he cooked that the new beekeeper, the beekeepers called the CIA and was like, yeah, we decided to just y'all play this out and because like, you know, because that's exactly how I would think about it too if I was in their position. I'm like, you know what? He might get mad at us for sending them, and after he's done with them, he might come back over here, and he just took out our bets like real quickly. So y'all got it.
Y'all got the opposite of Treadstone and
right. The opposite. They're like, we're gonna send 20 more agents. They were like, no, that one was all we got. Like, it's gonna take us 20 more years to train another nigga.
He was the latest and greatest. Nah, we good.
Yeah, no, we believe him. We got the actual files. We know what he's been doing. Like, now we know.
Right. We got the files. We know he does. He means well, so we're gonna let him cook.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Oh, I was crying. That was a good movie though. I ain't gonna lie. If you wanna, no, because after like Shoguns and like the Outer Ranges, like, you know, like then you get to like, yeah, you got, and chill, like, you know what I mean, like. But like you said, man, when that some of the ideas they be coming up with was crazy. Like, I'm like, how he gonna get out of this? Like that elevator situation. Like how you got the ropes tied and pulled air. I'm like, that's crazy. I never would have thought of crazy like that. Like some of that shit was kind of smooth. Some of that shit was smooth.
Yeah.
Some of that shit was real player. But let's see. Oh yeah, what you watched that Boogie?
Oh yeah, so I caught this cartoon called Boogie. It's made in Argentina. Okay. So it's got like a Spanish flair and vibe. Even though it's got voiceovers that are like English, but you could tell they're Latinos.
Okay.
But it's a hit, man. It's on some Statham. He just do what he want, how he want, when he want.
Okay.
The animation is crazy, fam. It's like
is it 2D? Japanese animation or is it?
No, it's like some new shit, fam. It's like 2D, 3D, and then the real shit. So they'll actually have like a real bullet, and then it'll be like a drawing of a dude that looks like he's like two pieces. It's funky as fuck, but it's cool. It's wild. You'll like that shit. You'll like that shit. And he don't give a fuck. Like, he don't give a fuck, dog. He's just like, you gonna suck my dick or not? To like chicks. It's like, nah. Boom! It's like
oh wow. He on the stugging.
Yeah, like
super thugging. Oh, okay.
I got a lot more respect for y'all Argentinians. Y'all don't play. Because if this is your John Wick and you put him in cartoon form, y'all really don't play. Thoroughly shot.
Put that on the list.
Thoroughly shot
right now.
You can definitely watch that one in edit, but you ain't gonna miss no like crazy parts. But it's a good one. That was on Prime. Free.
Nice. You in that Prime, that Invincible and Boogie. I call it Boosie.
Boogie. Yeah, that was right next to recommendations. It was like,
okay,
you should watch this Boogie, and I was like, oh, okay. All right.
I'm gonna put it in there.
Oh, I didn't expect this. Holy shit.
Okay.
She is a motherfucker.
Actually, that's kind of dope. I'm gonna watch that just because I've watched this new other movie. It's actual in that same kind of context called John Dies at the End. It's very interesting. It's actually one of those like kind of not lower budget movies. I want to say, what do they call those? Indie films. It's like more of an indie film. And it's actually dope as hell. Like nothing against indie films. I just don't really take too much away, like expect too much because like the production doesn't usually be like the top, you know what I mean? But sometimes when you have a good script and good actors, like it really be hidden. So this one was hidden because like I said, they went 2D, 3D. The plot is pretty much somebody's pretty much unlocking their mind with like a special kind of drug that like he can teleport and do all kind of things, like Limitless on steroids, pretty much. Like, so I recommend it. It's pretty dope. I'm actually gonna probably microdose something and watch it again because it needs that vibe. It needs that vibe.
Oh, okay.
It's that type of vibe.
I'll check it out. It looks like it's 2012.
Right. Maybe
He's
that's
got
why I
our
thought it was so
man.
low. But yeah, exactly. That's the only reason I stayed to watch it because
Got
he's not even the main.
Giamatti.
Yeah, he's not even the main character. That's the crazy part.
Sometimes you don't even want to be it. You can tell. You just want to be
Yeah, but he played the hell out of his role. That was lit. That's my
he
man.
dope, man. Hey, that's the man, yo. Billions and shit.
Yeah, I actually didn't watch Billions. I know. I know. They told me to. I'm putting on this right now. Billions.
That's a good one. They ain't got a rush on that one though. That's a good one. That's timeless.
Is that a TV show or movie?
TV show. That's why.
Okay.
Take your time.
Okay. Yeah.
Take your time.
That in the TV show category. Supercell.
Yeah,
This
I didn't get
is
to that yet.
I decided that I'm going to try to get something black, like, production black owned, like in my TV watching at least something once. Like I was literally going through the catalog. I was like, yo, I think somebody asked me about Get Out or something. I was like, bro, I've never seen Get Out. Then oh yeah, I was like, bro, when's the last time I watched anything black? I was like, let me start going down the list. I'm like, man, you know what? So anyway, forget the story. The point is, I decided, like, let me go invest in my people. Let's see what we got going on. Like, I don't care if I got to spend a couple dollars. I don't care if it's free. I'm just gonna tune in. If I find if it's in my type of wheelhouse, you guys know I'm into sci-fi, and so a black creator came out. His name was Rap Man. He directed it, produced it, and I want to say wrote the whole thing as well. So I think that's pretty lit. That was a gigantic feat to accomplish, especially that the fact that it's on Prime. I want to say, and the second fact that I want to say, just doing all that with the name Rap Man, like you know what I'm saying, is I know there's a million hurdles he had to overcome. Like you know what I'm saying,
Right, to get that
so,
job.
exactly. So I just want to just give you your props right now. I want to say I'm not gonna ruin it, but being a person of color, you can obviously tell what the title is supposed to invoke or make you think of the other word, like you know what I mean. So it's interesting. It's interesting, but there's a lot of plagues that a lot of things that plague me about black movies in general. Like I'd be feeling like sometimes like you don't always have to put our struggle in the movie. Like sometimes you can just make a movie. Like this movie to me on the face of it would have been is actually perfect how it is now. Like you know what I mean, because the tie-in of what I mean something that does affect us. It makes perfect sense. It was smooth. It blended perfectly. Now they cloned Tyrone like that. That was not nothing smooth and blending about that. Like you know what I'm saying. So that's why we'll give you in a great what's the word
Egregious.
no, I would say I just want to give you two opposing like
Oh,
ends. Yeah,
yeah.
two perspectives on that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause, like one of them's good, like where it's like okay, it makes sense, like for to do it that way. But in this case, it's like like I'm sorry. In that case, when they cloned Tyrone, that case didn't really hit I think they wanted it to. But with this one, I thought it was good. The characters were great. I actually liked the fact that it was not based in America. It was based in London with what I mean those type of Africans because they're Caribbean Africans, not like American Africans. We're different Africans.
Right.
So we come in all different kind of nationalities and races, y'all. Like to let you know. Yeah,
The Yankees, they call us.
yeah, exactly. And I like seeing their culture, like how they, I mean, just how they are as people. Their slang, like everything, like what they
I
eat.
love that shit.
Like yeah, it's crazy. I mean, the slang, the lingo, the youth and the
The youth.
wagwan.
In it,
Yeah, that's
in
crazy.
it, Wagwan.
Yo, the in it. Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah,
In
exactly.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I like
Yo, if you
all
love
that.
that, you should watch Top Boy.
Hmm?
If you like that, you should watch Top Boy.
Hot boy. Okay, I'm gonna watch. Is
Top
that a
Boy
movie?
is like The Wire. No, it's a TV show on
Back on
Netflix.
TV show. Hot boy. All
It's
right.
on
Bet.
Netflix, man. It's like The Wire, but in London.
Okay.
So
Yeah, that reminds me. I gotta watch The Wire. I've only watched like half a season. I never watched the whole thing ever. It's crazy.
amazing stuff.
I told you I'll
Yo,
be
shout
watching
out.
that.
Top Boy's amazing.
Yeah,
Wagwan. In it.
have you seen Supercell?
No. I won't check it
It's
out though.
yeah, it's pretty much about like some superheroes are people of color and they're in the community and they obviously some X-Men type origin. It's like the first
Okay.
one. I can tell they're gonna have more seasons. More movies. I can tell it's gonna be another one.
Yeah, once you told me that it's like some South London type shit, I'm on. I
Yeah.
love that
Oh,
kind of
that.
shit, fam. So that's why I was like, oh, you gotta watch
Okay.
Top Boy. If you like that kind, you gonna like Top Boy, fam.
Mm.
That's my shit. I love that kind of shit.
Facts.
And then what's up with this old M Night?
Oh yeah, man, it was crazy because I'm a major M Night fan. Like, so when I was just randomly scrolling through the list, like scrolling through random movies, like, and all of a sudden it said old M Night. I said, never heard of that. What are they talking about? Like, so
Came out like
obviously,
right around the pandemic, like right as it's kind of going on. So
that's a cool movie to come out with around the pandemic.
people weren't really watching shit, and yeah,
Yeah. No, I'm
went on the
saying, but
radar,
like just for that movie to come out around that time too, that's kind of crazy.
right?
M's got a weird mind, fam. Like, let me find
Philly,
something
man,
that's gonna, yeah, for sure.
Philadelphians.
Philly, yup. But yeah, I watched Old. I don't know if you've seen it. Have you seen it?
I saw it a while back.
Mm.
Yeah,
It's just a typical M Night movie, like in his way. I thought it was lit, like he always does. He always tries to put
got the
something on your
twist.
mind. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. But I feel like he's always trying to put something on your mind about like society outside around us, like in a way that like if you know you what to look for, you'll see it type shit. Like so, I think this is one of those things. The movie was dope. I like the movie. I can't say all of his movies, but 99.9% pretty much. Like this is typical fashion, shot great, directed great, written great. Typical two three blunts up every time with him. Like I just like the concept, like because I come from the old school days of Stephen King's Thinner. Like what I mean, I like old school like that. Like so this was kind of a cool little take on that little spin for the new generation. Like what I mean, with a new, what I mean, I liked it. Dope movie.
It's based off a comic,
What
French
comic?
comic called Sandcastle.
That
And I'd be digging in the linear
right.
notes,
You said
but
the movies. Sand
yeah,
Castle.
old
Okay. So,
is a Sandcastle. It's a French comic.
okay.
But yeah. But M Night's gonna do his own thing with it, and
For
we
sure.
love
Put a
M
little
Night,
twist.
so
Yeah.
it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, man, that's a good one. So Get Out. Yeah. My sister was in town. Shout out Mo, and she was talking
Shout
about
out
like
Mo.
black directors and stuff like you were
Mm,
just talking about.
right.
And she don't like sometimes where it gets too on the agenda or too whatever. So I was like, trust me, you'll like this. I was like, you like Key and Peele? She's like, I love Key and Peele. I was like, well,
Right.
this is Jordan Peele, so it's gonna have everything though. It's not gonna be just
Mm,
comedy. There's gonna be some funny moments. There's gonna be funny moments only because you're black. There's gonna be funny moments
mm.
because everybody gets it. There's gonna be just everything. And I was just watching her body language through the whole thing. You could tell it's uncomfortable at times, but that
Why is
end
it
payoff
uncomfortable?
because like the auction,
I didn't see it.
you just got to see it.
I'm gonna
You got
watch
to
it.
see it.
I'm gonna shoot
It's
myself in the foot. I'm gonna say, unfortunately, like the other day, I went to go watch it, and it said it's gonna be like $5.99 to rent it. I was like, but the Beekeeper free right now. Like,
oh yeah, yeah. Don't do that.
please, black people, don't crucify me right now for
No,
that.
no, don't do that.
I didn't pay for the Beekeeper either. I waited for it to get on free before you know what I
Same
mean.
here.
But I'm gonna
Same
watch
here.
Get Out though. I'm gonna watch Get Out. But go ahead.
Same
We'll
here.
go ahead with Moto.
Oh, she liked it. At the end of it, she liked it. I'm trying to remember what we watched it on. I think it was on Hulu. I think it's on Hulu for free.
Oh, bet we got Hulu.
Yeah, because I didn't pay for it. It was on Hulu.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
bet I got Hulu.
But that was
I
her
bet.
first Jordan Peele movie, and
Bet.
she liked it. She was hesitant, and it's good, man. It's got every
Her first Jordan Peele movie.
yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, so she's
She
on board.
she on board. She like it. She get it.
Okay.
She's like, I want your mom to see, but I don't think she can follow it. I was like, yeah, she can't keep up with that. But
Oh, you got to next one. Y'all got to watch Us. Gotta be. This is Us or whatever it was.
oh yeah.
Yeah. You gotta
I
watch
seen
that
that
one
one.
next. Gotta watch that one next. That was
I
one of the
actually don't
best
like
ones I
that
thought
one.
from him.
See,
Really?
that's one I don't like. Yeah. That one.
Wow.
Yeah. A lot of people loved it. And I was like, it's cool. I like
Yeah.
Get Out more.
Well, I gotta check Get Out then, 'cause I haven't seen it.
I like to
All
Get
right,
Out
bet.
more, but maybe if you didn't see Get Out and you saw Us,
Yeah.
then it makes sense. Because it's similar, but it's different. But it's just got that twisty turny like horror
Mm.
It's got his
I'm watching that today.
sauce. It's got
Yeah,
his
I'm
sauce,
watching.
man. But
Yeah.
I just did. I didn't hate. It's not like it's whack. I just
You said it's the one you like the least.
I didn't like it compared to like the other ones. So
So wait, he's got Us, he's got Get Out was first. He's got the one with the aliens.
nope. Yep.
You
That was called
said
Nope.
nope, yeah, and then what's the other one he's got?
Trying to see his list here.
Uh,
Keanu, I didn't watch that. Get
I
Out.
didn't
Oh,
watch that one either.
the Black Klansman. I didn't watch that.
Damn.
And the new, I didn't want to watch Candyman because
I definitely was not watching that. Damn, he did. Oh, he did Candyman. That was him.
the remake. Yeah, the remake.
Oh, that was him. I didn't know that. Yeah, no, I didn't know that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not watching that though.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that Monkey Man though. I want to see that.
Yeah. His version of Wick.
Yeah.
For sure. Definitely. Predestination. Yo. You watched it?
I watched it.
Come on,
right
fam.
off your wreck, man.
Come on, fam. Hey, I co-signed that. Man, I had to. Excuse me. I vehemently told my man to watch this movie because it got my man Ethan Hawke in it, and just for the storyline itself, I was like, my man's got to watch it. Only man. Is this up your will? Is this up your alley, fam? I need to know what you think about this movie right here.
It's pretty dope, man. Sarah Snook is amazing, fam. The girl, dude.
The girl, dude.
Girl, dude. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Sarah Snook. She's
amazing. Well, I know her now. I didn't know her
amazing.
before.
She's Australian. She's so I don't know if you heard people buzzing about Succession, that show.
No.
Okay. Well, she's killing it in that show, and that's where it's like, whoo. So I saw her on that, and then I was like, oh shit, this is her way back when. Like, oh shit. So I already knew she can act.
Yeah.
But then going back to see like some old throwback, she killed that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, Predestination, really dope. Definitely slipped under the radar. It's a remake of a short story. So it's a sci-fi short story that they made into a movie. It's pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. Pretty interesting. You have to watch it. You have to be locked in, though. Fair warning, anybody who hasn't seen it, I'm not going to try to spoil nothing, but you have to be locked in. If you look away, you can start missing some shit.
Yeah.
But it's good, man. Ethan Hawke never miss.
Oh, God. Ethan Hawke, that's my man's, bro. Ever since before, I think before Training Day. Before Training, I think he didn't start really getting his name really popping, like you know what I mean, until Training Day. But before Training Day, we already knew who Ethan Hawke was for sure. I just got one question for Predestination. Is it the chicken or the egg? What came first? Remember that's what they said in the beginning of the.
Well, if in this universe, it's technically both.
Yeah, because you brought you to,
which is crazy. He brought the chicken and the egg.
Yeah, I didn't think about that way.
That shit is crazy, fam.
It's both. Maybe that's the actual answer.
It is.
Maybe that's the answer. Well, in the actual equation in real life, people says maybe that is the equation. No, maybe it is both.
Yeah, it's in this show.
That's crazy.
For sure.
But that's crazy though, because I literally check out right. I'm stuttering too much today. It's crazy. I watched that movie right at it's 4:20. Yeah, so I watched it at 4:00 in the morning. Like, and then about 6:20 when it ended, right? My wife woke up and I said, "Hey, you comfy?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "Cool," because I need you to help me explain this or figure this out. So we watching this. So she woke up to some breakfast and Predestination. Maybe that was her predestination. So, but it was crazy though because we kept. It's cool when you like get to like springboard ideas off and toggle with each other, like because we're both trying to figure out like how does this work, right? And who is like, because it's crazy because if you want to think about it, they're really like 4 different people, but they're the same person. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, so it's like weird how like the mentalities change. Like, and that's just really indicative to how we all are as people. Like, you know what I mean? You could be one way and go through some experiences and turn into this and then go through some experiences. Like, you know what I mean? By the time, you know what I mean? It's just crazy. That's pretty much indicative of how like we all are as a society or a race or as a people. Like, we're nothing but a culmination of our experiences, not really what our outside appearance is. So that was just interesting to me because like the whole time I kept thinking like, okay, cool. As the girl's perspective, you're like, you the innocent one. Okay, boom. I feel it. Like, you know what I mean? You just kind of just confused the whole time. Like you don't know what's going on. You just feel something off. But like as soon as you became the dude and came back and was like, you said the words like what? Like I don't get it. Like that's a little weird. Like because I was thinking like you realized it was you, but then you were like, I have to go forward. Like why? Oh yeah, I forgot. Never mind. We ain't trying to get too many spoilers.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what to say without.
Yeah. I was like, hold on. Yeah. Never mind. Hey, Block Giants fans. Hey, Riskel T-Bert, we telling you, watch that one. That's one of them ones. Slip, like what my man said, slip through the cracks for show. That's one of them ones. That's one
of them ones. And it's a replay value. You can watch it again, knowing what you know at the end, and it's like, oh, it's crazy. So
it makes you actually realize a little more. Actually, it's crazy. I'm gonna watch it again too. I ain't gonna lie, I'm watching it again.
Yeah, man. After I watched it, I read a summary about the short story, and I was like, "Oh shit!" It's like it started.
There's a summary about the short story at the end.
Yeah, you could Google a summary about what it's based off of, and it's like, "Oh shit! Okay, wow, oh wow, I kind of got that."
You know, the book is always better.
It's one of them things, but
yeah, I know the book is always better. Check that out. The predestination. What's it called? The story. Facts.
Yeah, I forgot what it was made from. But yeah, man, Sarah Snook. Y'all who watch Succession and like Shiv, she in that and she killing it. So.
Yeah, Ethan Hawke and her. Yeah, Sarah Snook. They killed that.
Sarah Snook's amazing. Man.
I was super surprised by this story. Like I said, it came at it. Hey, you know what? Shout out. Hey, you know what? That's twice. Shout out Prime for actually their recommendations actually hidden.
Right.
Like, I mean, because that don't usually be happening. I've been ignoring recommendations like for years. Like so, but shout out to the first in a long time after picking them, and they both hit. Like I ain't gonna say I'm gonna keep listening. You know, I ain't gonna say keep watching those, but you know what I mean. I'm giving them like I'm giving like a trailer. I'll give a trailer now at least. You know.
Yeah. I'm at least listen. I might not take the advice, but I'm gonna listen.
And I ain't gonna lie, lately I've noticed a lot of trailers have been trash. Like, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with these TV show trailers. Like, I don't know. Like,
I don't think made by the same editors.
Because you know, I noticed if I go to like say Hulu is that's why I agree with you. Because this is why I say if I go to Hulu, right, and say pick a random show, Ozark, right? Not Hulu, Prime. I'll go to Prime, right, and they have Ozark on there. I watched the trailer. The trailer was trash. I went to YouTube and they had a different trailer and it was fire. Like so, I was like, I don't get it. Like so when I watch trailers, I usually go to YouTube and watch the trailer because they different. But yeah, it's crazy. Like, it's interesting. And I didn't actually. Oh, sorry. What?
No, I just said yeah.
Oh no, so I didn't actually. Still didn't get a chance to see the Oppenheimer yet.
Oh yeah, don't worry. It's a long one. Christopher Nolan getting his bag. It's a long one, but I wasn't sure I was gonna like it. But it was pretty good, man. I get why he won hella awards. That dude got an all-star cast. And half the people he's seen in all his other movies, which again, I'm like, that's a cheat code. But
Christian Bale in this one?
Actually, nah. But Matt Damon.
Oh, well,
he gave him a break. Yeah. I saw Interstellar too. So.
Interstellar. Why does that sound familiar? No, I saw that.
That's the McConaughey. Space.
Oh yeah, yeah. Interstellar. What's her name? Jodie Foster's that?
I don't think so. Maybe, yeah. She might be in there. Yeah, I think so. I think she's in there. I can't remember.
Think so. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the TV. Yeah, that's pretty much the end of the TV segment. Like that's big though. We jumped in that thing. Yeah, we did. And I ain't gonna lie, I got my new schedule, man. I'm super juiced, man. I get like 2 days off a week. I get to actually, like, you know what I mean, really get to put my feet up and watch something and not be worried about deadlines. Like,
that's
like it's pretty dope, man. Like, I got to actually realize, like, what type of boss I am, like, when it comes to, like, employees. Like Like, I can't just crack the whip on them like all 40 hours a day, like a week. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't, like, as soon as you get here, run at 40 miles an hour. Like, I mean, until your shift is over. Yeah, exactly. You can't do that. Like, no, you gotta, like, get them get a day off, let them take a break, like, you know, have lunch. We talked about this already, but implementing it, this is my first week. This is gonna be my first official week of implementing it. So, I'm happy. I'm excited. I feel like it's going to be better for the pod, better for every other platform, better every other endeavor, and better for myself, actually, just as a human being who wants to like sleep and enjoy his regular life. Like, you know what I'm saying? And watch TVs, like, not just for the pod, watch TV just because I like actually what's on, like, you know, like,
for the sake of entertainment.
Right. You know what I mean? Because, like, I'm a human being and, you know, I like to, oh, you know what? You know what I also like to do? Talk to people. I'm gonna go maybe call somebody. You know, I have some friends I ain't talked to. It's been my birthday, I ain't called nobody. Everybody called back. I ain't sent no messages back. Like, yes. I'm like, yeah, I've been busy. I'll holler at y'all when you know what I mean, when it's over. Like,
for sure.
But it's nice though. Now it's feeling good, man. I'm less stressed out. Went shopping, bought a new camera.
Hey,
I know, it was dope. You know what I noticed? You know what I noticed? It's dope when you I tried two things. One is when like I'll be dressed up, like, you know, I just dress, like, you know what I mean, I'm dressed like to the nines. I'm just like, you know what I mean, I have to go do something. I just randomly go pick up something. I notice how people treat you, like, because when I went to go buy this camera, yo, I just was like, oh, I need a new camera. Let me I left the gym. I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna take a shower. Best Buy around the corner. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I get over there, like, I'm tank top, like, sweaty, like, you know what I'm saying? Basketball shorts, like, you know what I mean? Looking like saber tooth, you know what I mean? From like the original Wolverine, like looking crazy, like, you know what I mean? It was crazy. So, I walk in there, I'm like, yo, excuse me, can I? Oh, okay. Well, excuse me, can I? Oh, all right. Like, I was like, damn, like I'm trying to figure out if like the customer service is like just not happening because of how I'm dressed, or it's because like people in general just suck at customer service now. Like I don't know. So anyway, short story shorter, we went and got this damn new camera and we feeling good. And I was just happy because I was noticing the whole time that little situation that used to be happening. You know what I mean, wasn't happening. I just thought it was juice. I was happy. Shout out to the fans. You know what I mean? We always trying to step it up for y'all. You know what I mean? Every chance we get, we gonna do it for you. Just want to say that before we get up out of here.
Yeah, appreciate y'all. Like, subscribe, hit that bell.
Hello.
Let us know. And yeah, man,
hit
episode
that bell.
37.
That's right. You know we always say, man, stay positive, stay pushing, stay passionate, stay progressing, stay on your pivot, and stay on your path until we cross it again. I'm Ink T to the G, and I'm here with my man Dose Methanally Richter. Until the next time, peace.
Easy.